Hi, welcome to Newbs. If you didn't know this, Flyover Demographics is rooted in the idea of trying something new, trying new things, and putting yourself out there. And so if you've been following Newbs, you know that our stream and our recordings have definitely suffered from our fair share of technological growing pains as we have tried out new equipment and new technology. Well, I think we have finally found a good audio solution. We finally found a good video switcher, and we found good cameras. At least good enough quality to get us off the launch pad here. And it's going to stabilize our stream, which is going to allow us to bring more content in the very near future. However, that leaves us needing a producer-director. Sometimes we'll have one, sometimes we won't. Tonight we don't have one, so it is an audio-only episode. Enjoy. All right, are we ready?
Let's do it.
All right, the last day, the last morning of the country fair was standard and uneventful to begin with, as the midway broke apart, the melee ring and two stages were torn down and hauled back to storage in Amberwild or some wealthy plainsman's farm. People were scattering in all directions as they headed back home with their carts, wagons, and wares. The great party was done for another year. Our heroes saw people watching moving images on flat-faced crystals, events from the night before. Crowds gathered around the few that were on display. A wondrous sight indeed. They came across a travel ledger who was selling these crystals on behalf of an unknown merchant. She was a proxy from the Third National Bank and Trust of Basinview, one of the big four financial institutions on Aloria. While they chatted with the travel ledger, screaming was heard, screams of agony and disgust, possibly even the distinct sounds of yarfing. An extremely large and strange sack of skin with weird arm legs covered in smashed squash, blood, and guts bounced directly towards them. The abomination landed on the kiosk of magic stones, shattering them all and killing the travel ledger, coming to a stop. It wasted no time claiming its territory, aggressively pushing, squishing, and breaking anyone nearby. Roughly 30 plainsfolk, covered in dirt and blood and armed with farm tools, had fallen under the spell of the sack beast. They followed behind, devoted and defending it when necessary and at all costs. This thing was a beast. Not only was it capable of crushing people under its immense girth, Hurry and Rasiel fell under the influence of its pheromone charm and brutally attacked innocents. 3 of our 4 heroes fell during the shore battle, including the well-armored Ekro. It was not looking good. The only reason anyone survived was because a second sack beast smashed its way across the fairgrounds, squishing fair folk with reckless abandon, and slammed into the first. The crazed followers of each sack beast stopped what they were doing and trailed after them as the two bounced away from the fairgrounds. You can hear taunts and jabs between the followers as they run away. Some of them trip the opposing side, others punch, but none of them stop following the tumbling sacks to do much damage to anybody. And that brings us to now.
Ouch.
All right, Rasiel, make a perception check.
Oh, I forgot my dice.
Needs it? Or needs it?
I could also just use this. I can use the digital tonight.
Yeah, just in case.
I've got the tray of dice over here.
I got a power.
For this one, I'll do
I'm just going to roll in my mind. 20.
I rolled a 20.
Natural.
Did you say perception? Oh, moron.
Yes.
Well, I hit just the button. Let's see, plus perception. 18.
18, all right.
Thank you.
So Raz, still holding the crumpled, damp parchment, unfolds it. Raz has always had a knack for finding himself in or around fun and interesting situations. And this looks to be the start of one such situation. This time, it starts with a strange, weathered map found in the stinky, wet folds of the sack beast abominations that smash their way through the fair. At first glance, the map seems ordinary, a simple parchment with winding lines of different color. He recognizes it as a map of the Moonrise Highway. The Deeps is to the south, 2 large rivers on east and west, open plains to the north. He recognizes it as the Valley of Silic, but it seems to be just a simple map.
It's so funny that we were just talking about Dora, too. And now all I've got in my head is I'm the map. I'm the map. Guys, I found a map. Can I read it? Is it like? Can I?
So, you can look at it. You can inspect
But
it.
there's nothing like that's like blatantly like I have no idea what this says. It's just a map. There's nothing like weird writing or anything on it.
Roll. Let's call it an investigation check.
Okay. Looking for any cool little clues. 4.
A 4.
Where are you at?
Points of interest, is that what you're looking at? Looking for?
Just something that sticks out on the map. Yeah. I'm right here.
Okay. Do the help action and give him advantage on that.
Okay. So roll another.
Roll again.
Look
Okay.
over his shoulder.
Which one did you say was investigation?
Those look like mountains.
Oops. That's better. 20?
upside down.
Not natural 20.
A natty 20, a dirty 20.
18 plus 2, so 20. Yeah. Dirty 20.
It's upside down.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. That's what this says. Cool.
It was right side up. You flip it back and laugh along with Ruiz. But as you're looking at it, you see scribbles and you see arrows, but there's nothing indicating like a destination or anything. There's no writing, but there are a few markings. You just don't know what they mean.
Okay.
Is there detect magic you could do on this? Maybe it's just hidden somehow, like invisible ink or
I
something.
do have detect
Is this
magic.
table talk or is this her?
Oh, I've heard of these people using invisible ink on parchment when they don't want their secrets known. So I've heard.
I've heard. That spell the orange ball sack had me under has got my brain all in a tizzy. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, I'll do
Got me
it.
by the brain banana.
I'll do a detect magic on the map.
Detect magic. Okay, you have that as one of your spells?
I do.
Okay. All right, and there's nothing to that, right? I mean, it's just you cast it.
I guess my only question is, so do I have to use it? Like, do I have to use a spell slot to cast it?
Yes.
I would
And
assume.
then, and then you would expend that slot
You
until
can
your next
perform
rest.
a
long rest.
ritual that takes 10 minutes.
Is that what the little R next to this means?
That is correct. So it takes 10 minutes. You don't expend a spell slot, but you can still use the spell. It just takes 10 minutes.
So
we don't got that
as you're
time.
standing here, there are families and people that have been squished and they're mourning and they're sad. So you can do this in front of everybody, or
Now you tell me.
I'm just saying, or you can
What a dick.
move on to.
I don't know who this sky person talking to me is right now, but now you tell me.
First giant balls, now we have to deal with the giant dick.
So,
Didn't even take us to dinner first.
did the person I murdered have anyone here with him, or was he here alone? Do we know that by chance?
Both of them were they were just together.
Okay.
and-
Wrong place, wrong time.
Well, yep.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. And so you can start walking back instead of just.
Okay, yeah, I'm
standing
gonna
here,
I'm gonna
working your way
go.
back to the convoy, and you.
Is that this way towards this road?
Are you?
I might help start flipping things back over and getting people up and
Oh, right on.
dusting them off if they need a hand. So
Okay.
kind
Well,
of.
I'm still patting out the chars from Tristan's previous firebomb. I walk up to him.
I'm a little lost.
Yeah.
Where does it fit in our story?
It's the last day of the country fair, and so everything that's been going on the last couple of sessions, this is the last day, and you were getting ready to leave, and on the final morning, there's like a little ending ceremony or closing ceremony kind of thing. So that had just concluded. All the wagons were packing up, so the midway was tearing down, and all of the wagons, everybody's dispersing and going back home.
But we're still following the wagon thing.
You're going back to the convoy now.
Convoy.
Yep, you're on your way back to the convoy now. Or that's where you were headed when you saw a bunch of people looking at these little flat-faced stone devices or crystal devices, and there were crowds gathering around them, and you got close enough, somebody got close enough to take a look at one and see it was showing moving images from events the night before, like the melee that Hurry and Trislin and Grizzle and Lizard all fought in. And then there were other ones that were showing the stages that were on the other side where Rasiel was playing and stuff like that. So it was a very wondrous sight, and there were only a few of them here and there. And then you guys ran across a kiosk and a person named a travel ledger who was selling them. And they were rather expensive, and before you got a chance to buy one, this beast came through, drawn to the arcane energy, and then crushed it and started absorbing that energy and fiercely protecting its territory. And then it knocked the shit out of everybody. Nobody stood a
Yeah,
chance.
if you weren't under its charm, it basically kicked your ass. So
Yeah, it wiped you guys out in 2 rounds, had
Yeah.
3 of you knocked down.
I don't even
and
think.
you 2 were charmed.
And we were both charmed.
Yeah.
I don't even
But wait,
think
howdy.
Ekrib got a second attack in. Yeah, it happened crazy fast.
So,
You stayed back, and I think
Fired a couple arrows.
yeah,
right
you
there.
fired a couple arrows, and Loonspin. I can't remember if Loonspin got a chance to attack or not.
I
Yeah,
think
she
got a
jumped
bite in.
right on tap.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think she got a bite
and
in.
I can't remember if she was able to knock it prone or not. But
so am I back at like full health and everything now, or?
I think you
We've
can
all
go
long
on skates.
rested. I think basically.
Oh, we did long rest after that?
neither of you
No, no,
took
no.
any
We
damage.
I was gonna say.
Well,
No.
I still got stats from the time before, so I,
Oh, you
You need
still
a
need
long
to.
rest.
Well, you took a long rest before this, and so yes, you can go back to long rest, and then neither of you have taken any damage.
So we have not long rested yet after that, though.
No.
Right.
After the ball sack bandit came through.
Right.
Something damaged me. I'm down to 43. So
I was gonna say, I'm down to 12.
okay, so something attacked me, but I wasn't in the fireball strike either. I was outside
Oh,
the fire.
I ended up getting out of the spell for a little bit, and then I started trying to attack it, and then he was like, no. I'm like, very cool. And so then I ran away.
I bravely ran
I think it was
away.
something like that, because I remember I took a hit, so I'm wondering if we both got out of it somehow.
Speaking of friendly fire, as I approach Trislin, I extend my left hand in a handshake.
Are we heading back towards the
so
road
you
over here,
look
by the way?
around, and Trislin is nowhere to be found.
Where'd he go?
He wordlessly wandered off.
Did we have somebody that died that was like not in our specific, not between us, but somebody that was in our party? I thought he may have died. Not him, not him. But I'm just wondering. I thought we had somebody that was in our party as well that may have died. But was it just the innocent people that died?
The innocents are the only ones
Okay,
that died.
okay.
And the the person with the key.
Yeah,
She's
the
toast.
travel ledger. She
They-
was-
That I knew she died. I remember she died.
she
Speaking
got squished.
of the crystals, though, I did manage to find one that was fractured. It's still functional, but it's fractured.
Okay.
So I
That's
might
right.
I might turn that over to someone who knows a little more about magic.
Is the convoy that we're heading back to over here? Is like this
Yeah,
the road for it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna head this way and start trying to decipher this map away
Okay,
from all the
and
carnage.
so you cast detect
Magic. Yep. And then let me go ahead.
What is detect magic? What are the rules? You
Um,
should have easy access to it.
It's looks like it's within a sphere or whatever. Let me check. Spell can. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn at School of Magic, if any. So
Okay.
basically, I have this piece of paper on my person, so I'm like, detect magic.
Do you have an
Yep.
identify spell as well, too?
That I don't think so.
So you
No.
Okay.
identify it. Let's see here.
This is a magic map. Gee, thank you.
Yeah, you detect magic and you cast your spell. How does are there any? Is it somatic? Is it verbal? Does it have any initials or tags?
Are you asking me as the
Yes.
player,
I'm
or are
asking
you
you as the
asking for
player.
the? Oh,
I'm asking you as the player. Does the spell have any conditions,
Um,
requirements?
not according to this, no.
Okay, it's just you cast it.
Oh, well, I guess it's up to 10 minutes with concentration, but yeah, there's nothing,
It doesn't
it's
say
just an action
It
point.
doesn't say V or S
Oh.
or anything.
It sure did. I guess I didn't know that's what that meant. Components, V and S.
Okay, so verbal somatic, so you need to, it's gesture and voice is how you cast.
Ah. Well, since I'm a music guy, I don't know how I'm going to be able to actually convey this, but I move my hands around like this, and then lute notes come out. Instead of like my voice, it's a lute sound, and it's my magic sound. It sounds better. It sounds better than that, but I don't know how to do a lute sound.
All right, that works.
It's like the old. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like an old ringtone that comes to my mind. I don't have one. So. Yeah, there you go. Or it's the little
That's what I
deliverance.
remember.
Okay.
It's the deliverance banjo.
All right, yep, you do your little magic motions, and you definitely see an aura around the map. It is most definitely a magical item.
What's the? It said that I learn
You learn
the school of magic.
You learn the school of magic, and it is illusion.
Okay. And then I pocket
From
it.
the illusion.
School.
All right. Well,
You pocket it.
yeah, I
Okay.
put it back in my pocket and turn back around and decide, oh, I should probably go help.
Perfect. And so, John, you and Loonspin were just hanging out with everybody, being your normal stoic selves. You engaged when necessary. All right, so you are, where are you at right now? What are you doing? You're helping people?
I was, picking people up, dusting people off.
All right,
Maybe flip the card over. You want to do a check or?
roll I was gonna say roll a D20.
I help.
5,
You get another roll with advantage.
2.
I'm
on tonight.
You make 5 gold in tips, pretty much in thank you payments
Oh,
from
okay.
different people for helping them out. And
Is this our cart? Or is this the?
That was
This
the
is the
kiosk
kiosk cart.
right, that was the kiosk.
But you flipped that over. Is what you're talking about?
I was trying to flip that over, yeah.
And so we can normal the field if we
Okay,
want to.
I was
We
gonna
can-
say-
yeah, everybody disperses. Our heroes make their way back to the convoy, find their way to Adelaide. Convoy starts moving. So the front is moving, but the back hasn't started moving yet.
Who's who?
But you make your way back to the convoy to find June sitting next to a packed wagon, passed out under the shade of a parasol, with an unlit pipe hanging from her mouth. And in the other chair is Thrain's smelter belt, crashed out just as hard. So those two are not waking up right now. They are passed out from just hanging out all night, and they've got ale mugs between them, and you're not moving them right now. So,
They've been hitting it hard.
yep.
They missed one hell of a fight. They should see the other guy. That's what I'm going to tell everybody.
And then also, as you're looking around, you noticed most of the magic rocks have been put away also. You don't see any around the convoy.
The magic crystals, you mean?
What's that?
The magic crystals?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, the magic crystals.
Whatever,
You don't
yeah,
see
okay.
anybody else.
Okay.
As you get more towards the convoy, you don't see them.
Okay.
There's a lot more wealth back at the fair. There was a lot more money back there that hadn't left yet. The convoy where you're headed is kind of it's the poorer side of the convoy still.
I'm going to kind of discreetly pass the one I found off to Ruis and say, see what you can figure out about this thing.
Okay.
So I will take that out of my inventory.
What's it called?
We are calling it Magic Crystal Device.
The official name.
Technically,
Fractured.
fractured.
Magic crystal.
Is the holographic image still visible, or is that distorted from the fracture?
Haven't even had a chance to look at it yet. I just
Okay.
kind of pocketed it when I found one that was still sort of working.
Can I inspect it briefly?
Yep. Make an investigation check. Now,
Okay.
perception, or if you want to, depends on how you want to inspect it. If you want to do, you're doing a magic inspection,
Not yet. I'm just going to visually inspect it.
okay?
Just gonna
Percept?
smack it around a little.
Yes, perception check.
I perceived a 13.
13. You look around on it, or you feel it, and you look at it, and I mean, just knowing your magical background,
Mhm.
you know that it's definitely, there's a form of magic at work. But physically, you are looking at it, and as you look at the bottom of it, you see like an etching, almost like a stylistic emblem,
Okay.
with the letters JSC.
Rub it, see what happens.
Jesus, Sue Christ.
Maybe don't rub it.
Does it still have the image? Is that visible, the holographic representation?
So this would be an arcane check.
8.
An 8. There is no image
Okay.
left over. There's not even a residual, almost like an echo. So you'd expect to see that, because you know with audio, when this is done primarily with audio, an audio spell, there's a little bit of an echo that sticks around. But this doesn't seem to have an echo. It's back to its crystal form.
Okay.
So you don't know what kind of magic is being used here.
Okay.
All right, so you make it back to the convoy. You're hanging out. You find Adelaide's wagon, and tie your horses up to her hitching posts. Climb onto the dining cart when everybody is done and cleared out and starting to move, and you kind of you guys make yourselves comfortable. And so it's up to you if you would like to rest now as the convoy gets moving.
Long rest or short rest?
It'll be a long.
Good with me.
Sure.
You guys have had a rather rough couple of days. You haven't really had much time to do nothing. I mean, I'm not even just at the fair. I'm talking going all the way back. You had a rough, since this convoy started, it's kind of been rough since you went out on that first oryx hunt.
Do you happen to have a spell called mending?
Mending, like
E-M or M-E-N-D?
like mend the wound kind of thing?
So now you're all hanging out
No.
on the tables, waiting to crash. You're just doing a wind down. And so this is basically the equivalent of your campfire talk. But it's daytime, and so it's mid-afternoon. Well, not mid-afternoon, midday.
But we're on a cart
You're on a
traveling
cart,
towards
and you
our
have-
destination.
Yep, and
Okay.
you have pelts and cloaks and stuff laid out so that when it's time to crash, you can crawl under the tables
Sweet.
into kind of a tented area.
Well, I'm gonna go pass out.
Sure.
Get a long rest.
But you don't want to talk about mending first?
I don't have mending.
Oh, you don't have mending. All right. I didn't hear you answer. Sorry. Oh, beer gives me the burps.
Who do we got
Hello?
in the, well, once we wake up, maybe someone else in the caravan
Yeah.
All right.
has that ability.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how much you want to flash this thing around.
I think, yeah, I guess I don't know its true value.
We could use the map as like a,
Well,
because like we could also, with that's got magic on it though, we can be like, hey, I got this map. We could check that out and then be like, hey, we trust you now. What about this thing?
Unbroken, they were like 900 gold or something, weren't they?
That's what, yeah.
Theoretically. But they might have to go through some kind of, I don't think my character knows this, but maybe I should just not mention it then. Like it's kind of like the blockchain, like it has to be validated as a purchase before it really has.
Yes, you wouldn't know that, but yes,
Okay.
you've identified the
Mhm.
the technology there.
So it
That's
almost
right,
has
we
to
did
be
talk about that.
activated.
And what were the merchants called again?
Sells
Just
on the black
merchants?
market.
What?
What were the merchants technically called again?
Travel ledgers.
Travel ledgers, that's what it is. Okay.
Traveledger.
All right.
Did you just laugh at me?
Uh-huh.
Why?
I just didn't expect the full spelling. Thank you. Not laughing at you, at the scenario.
Fair enough.
So, as we are moving along here, what is our next, or I guess, is there anyone, I ask someone in the wagon, so where's the next stop along, where's our next landmark that we're gonna come across?
Well, we're going to be coming across Amberwild in a couple days, and that's right on a great river. And so that's our next landmark, and the next time we're going to hit civilization.
Okay, what's the area that is in, like more plain, more?
It's the plains.
More
It's right
plains.
on the edge of the Valley of Silic.
Did we long rest? Was
We
that a thing?
did.
So you haven't yet.
Okay,
I thought we
we're
did.
good now.
So
We're
you
good now.
are in the middle of
Okay.
once.
As I'm drifting off, I'm like,
So that was
Oh,
the last
I passed out. I
conversation,
passed out, so
Okay.
I did my long
all
rest.
right, long rest.
And so now, all right, you're long resting. Rasiel, everybody gets some rest. Rasiel wakes before everyone else, and as the day passes, becoming evening, the sun falls behind the horizon in front of you as you ride alongside Adelaide's wagon. The good smells pouring out, making you hungry. You feel as though you have not eaten in days. So you're digging through your pack, looking for some money, and you knock the map out of your back pocket. It falls to the ground. When you go to pick it up, make a perception check.
You don't need to rest, do you? Or sleep? Your character
No, I
doesn't
just
sleep.
Oh. 15 plus... Which one? Perception?
Yes.
19?
You open up the map and you give it a look, and you see a very, very faint glowing line. There's a glow from the waxing moon that faintly highlights a path. The path leads north into the plains, but the glow fades before Rasiel is able to uncover the final destination. So you think, because you rolled a what? Over an 18?
I rolled, or yes, 19.
19. You come to the conclusion that you think the moon has something to do with your ability to read this map.
By Jove, it's the moon.
And did you hear the full, what I said? The glow from the waxing moon?
Yes.
All right,
I feel like that's very important to note.
just saying that. Might be something you'd want to know.
Okay. Noted. Is that a waxing moon I see up there? Okay.
What do you know about moon phases?
Nothing.
Why not Google it? If you don't remember that from Earth science, you don't get to Google it.
Roll an intelligence check, and if you pass, you can Google it.
That might be one of the saddest statements I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know. I got lucky on a couple of these rolls. I'm not feeling confident
Yeah,
doing
exactly
that.
right.
I tell you that. I
I'm
will.
gonna do an intelligence check so I can do
And
a
you said-
Google search.
You said it's the evening, by the way. Like it's.
It is now. Yep, the sun.
Are people still awake?
Well, I mean, everybody's had a crazy couple of days.
Right. So.
And
it's,
so it's basically a skeleton crew that's awake, like basically the pilots. Most of the horses are tied up and just trotting along with the wagons.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very quiet out right now.
Okay.
Adelaide is up and she's doing her thing. She doesn't sleep very much. She's kind of like John Yu.
Well, then
Elves don't sleep a whole lot.
I would like to ask her a couple questions.
Okay.
And the first one being, hey, do you know anything about the moon? Specifically anything about how it interacts with maybe magic? I'm just waking up, so it's, my question, my charisma hasn't
Fair
loaded
enough,
up
fair
yet.
enough.
So I'm like, hey, question,
I don't quite understand what you're getting at there, Raz.
so pull the map
There's
out.
lots of people that think the moon is magic, but it's,
It's made of cheese, actually.
right?
So I pull the map out and be like, well, and it's not there. I assume it's not there anymore. Like, is the line still there?
So did you just reveal the map?
Yeah.
Okay, so you reveal the map.
Yep. I'm like, hey, I found this.
And as you're looking at it, as Adelaide comes over and she's looking at it, her eyes, let's see,
Are you looking at moon facts, David?
Yes.
Okay.
her eyes are she's getting old. She's several centuries old, and so her eyes,
Here.
elven eyes are failing. She doesn't roll very well.
Oh, no.
and, she doesn't see anything necessarily, but she definitely knows that this is a magical map, and she knows it as she recognizes it as a moon spell, as you're telling her, and so you probably need to wait for a full moon.
Aha. Okay.
Either a full moon or a no moon would be
Is
the
that
key to most moon spells.
is that Adelaide telling me that, or is that this?
That
big-
was Adelaide with a very poor. I should have been talking a little bit higher.
Okay. All right. I just want to make
Yes,
sure.
that was Adelaide
I was
telling
making
me.
sure it was not the giant voice in the sky,
No, it was Adelaide telling me.
known for hair after his dick.
I
Okay.
think I said one line as Adelaide and then went back into Jeremy.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm gonna put this away then and hold on to that information for a while. And is there anybody that you are aware of, Adelaide, that would be able to help answer any more questions I might have, since I've exhausted your knowledge?
I don't know that you've exhausted my knowledge.
on the current
Maybe
information.
your patience.
But if you want to hold on to the map and wait for either a new moon or a full moon, or you can, I don't know what anybody else is going to be able to tell you about it. But
Okay.
I don't know anybody else in the convoy who would be able to tell you anything different, I guess.
Fair enough. What was the what was the area that you said it was? It was
The Valley of Silic.
no, like on the map. It's a map of which area?
What do you mean?
You said
the
there was,
Valley of Silic is the map.
oh, and is this like moon thing, like a thing that's like over top of it? So like it looks like a regular map,
So
but then
what
the
you
moon
saw was a path coming off. So when you looked at the map, it was a map of the Moonrise Highway going
that's what I
along
meant.
about the bottom of the bottom third of the map.
Okay.
And so if you're looking on our map up here, you can
Okay.
actually use it as, we should have the map. You guys have a map.
Oh, we do. Where's that at?
Well, here's one of them.
Oh,
I guess that's my question.
Yeah.
The way you made it, I forgot the highway that we were on was the
And
Moonrise
so-
Highway. So
If you hold this out, and you guys can talk about this, here's Amberwild. And so you're all partying here, like at the source of this river. And so this is kind of where the party was. And you're headed towards Amberwild right now. This is what you're seeing. So
got it.
the map is this area, like right here.
Got it. Okay.
And so it's got this on the southern end of the map, and then you've got the Great Rivers on east and west, and then you've got plains to the north.
Got it. Okay.
And so that is what your map is. And so when you
Yeah, I was
what
gonna
you
say, is the
saw-
moon like a projection on top of this then, essentially?
right, what you saw, yes. So what you saw in the moon was a path leading up this way, but you don't know where it ended. It didn't see a destination. And then when you inspected it, the etchings that you saw were arrows pointing to different spots along that path.
Got it. Well, my
So
short
now
attention span.
you have a decision to make.
Got it. What's the direction that we're supposed to be going?
this away towards this. That's our next stop.
So you are headed to
We're
Basin
here.
View
Which is over.
on the far west.
Yeah, way that way.
It's
I live
south
on
of that
that.
Great Lake.
Oh, it's right here.
Okay.
Got it. So we're okay.
We're-
So
we're
we
not
would be
here.
going. We would be going off track going this way.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Literal
yes,
definition of side quest. Potentially.
Potentially.
Cool. Well,
So that is the decision y'all have to make. So let the discussion begin. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Do you want to try to make a pitch for your magic path, or is it something you want to pursue?
I mean, I'm here because I'm on the search for my loot, and I feel like, there might be something here. And I'm seeing, but what really interests me is not even the loot part of this, that trail that I'm seeing, and you guys have now seen it, kind of. Obviously you didn't actually see what we were pointing at, but there's a bunch of arrows. It looks like there's a lot of spots that we could, I don't know what exactly they are, but I'm thinking there might be some good stuff there. We should see what that's about.
Something magical
Yes.
wants you to notice this.
It feels like it. I'm just saying, I'm getting a good gut feeling about it. My gut feelings are always
Roll a gut check.
Yeah. 2.
Hurry's always down for an adventure. Is that kind of a half pirate voice there? I don't
Works
know
for
what
me.
that was.
Are you drinking pain pills?
What's that?
Are you drinking? Or are you on pain pills?
Not drinking.
Okay. I left my beer in my car. I'm wondering if I should go run and get it real quick.
Now would be the time.
I should probably do that. I'll go along with the group. I'm sitting in my tent,
Well, we'll still be discussing.
6 a.m., and I open a beer.
Good times
I was
then.
gonna say we're still discussing because I want to hear if there's any dissent. Because we are going completely off the path that we're supposed to be going
And I
towards.
guess another question about doing so is, thanks for letting us tag along. Side quest time.
Yeah.
Where do you catch you later?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Being that this is a magic like spell that I'm seeing though, I'm wondering if there's like something at the end, like whoever or however I came across this, if that's like if there's a similar to how we did in the last one where we teleport back to be back on the trail with the convoy, or at least within range.
Gotcha.
We don't know that obviously, but I'm thinking that if we're dealing with magic beings to a degree, there's got to be something,
Some way to get it.
provided we don't get our faces stomped in.
Bob ran to his car.
Okay.
His wagon.
His wagon.
I want you guys to treat that like Sam Raimi treats his car. Where it's in every movie.
You're right, the
But I
88
can't
Delta
remember.
88.
Yeah. Doesn't he have a name for it?
Oh, I don't know. What say you, John? You
Head towards what? Like going on the strip?
on the
Yes.
side quest?
Yeah, I'm good.
My dashing charisma.
I wanna
Like
hear the
all over
pitch.
again.
Did you not have any pitch? Are we not doing any role playing in our tabletop role playing game?
I don't know. I thought I had a pretty good pitch.
Well, I didn't hear
You
it.
did.
Oh well, that's on you then.
Oh, not a chance. I'm DM, I get to hear it.
All right. I don't know if actually he heard it really either, so I'll wait till he gets back. But
All right. Yes, I want to hear the pitch. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to do all of the story.
I guess I was still under the impression that I was the only one awake, so I was a little confused.
Well, sure, and you are the only one still awake, and
Oh.
so we
I
can
don't
wait.
ever sleep. I gotta.
That's true.
Good
And so
point.
yeah, what say you, John? You? What are
Hurry
you up
sleeps
to?
a lot.
Yeah, I should do it.
Yeah, I'm actually talking over with him.
Okay, so
Does
the
this sound
first
good?
person you find is John Yu and
Yep.
Moonspin. You know that he's not sleeping, and they're just probably patrolling.
Hey, I got this really cool idea.
Does Loonspin need sleep?
Oh, Moonspin does need sleep.
Cats kind of sleep.
All the time, on and off, right?
Cats sleep like
20
18
minutes
hours
there,
a day.
30
yeah.
minutes there.
I love Cheerio. Cheerio comes and snuggles with us now.
Oh my God,
Anybody wants another sponsor?
this thing is
What's in the
cursed.
No, it's just your dice is weighted.
Yeah, yeah, that's the problem.
So yeah, well, waiting for Bob. What they fought last week was a plains creeper, and they come around every 3 to 5 years. There's 2 of them, and they seek each other out on the plains, and they're just these disgusting abominations, and they have no regard for anything in their path, and their sole purpose is to destroy each other. And they
Was
just,
that's a ball sack?
yes.
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 Where's the? It's that thing. It's that.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
the bulbous thing with legs,
Yep.
right?
Which you notably said though was much larger than that.
Yes, much larger than
But that
It
was
the
that was
size
the
of
reference.
4 large bull aurochs.
Was that you, Zach, last week that said they should come up with a beer called Not a Sponsor? The way every time somebody says that, it's just
Was it?
flying on.
I think
Great
so,
idea. We
yeah.
should talk to Greg about
There
that.
you go.
Not a sponsor.
That Greg
And not a
make,
sponsor ale.
Make one of your brews.
Oh, it might have been, yeah. Do like a partnership with us and call it the Not a Sponsor Ale. That's what
Right.
it was, yeah.
That would be awesome.
Okay, well, he's close enough. So I've talked to him about it, but I'm going to give these guys the pitch. Cause
All right, so you wait for everybody to get up. You
Yep.
talk to John Yu about it. John Yu's on board, and if you can get John Yu convinced, then you think you've got a pretty good pitch.
Are you sure taking it?
I am. I come to you, Sharks. All right, guys.
So
You
do
came
wanna set
out-
the- do you want to set? Do you want to set the stage at all? Are you sitting on Adelaide's wagon? Are you guys eating?
50%.
Yes.
You guys are eating delicious steaks. and
We're still in recovery mode.
roasted potatoes and
All right, well, obviously it's tough to do it.
What's that
roasted
giant
chicken.
tower?
All right, guys, I have to tell you about what I saw, and then I
You should have a little meter under me on screen that's just like annoying and it just builds.
and this is in the middle of the day, so they can't see anything. But
We're gonna take your word for it.
that's right.
No, this isn't the middle of the day. This is
It's the morning, isn't it?
No, you guys started sleeping about noon, so the sun just went down.
Oh,
So is there still any moon out? Can we catch a glimmer of what?
can they
the
see it? I
It's
guess.
a waxing moon.
Waxing moon, yep,
I
so
can show you my wax moon.
So what is waxing?
it's not, it's on the way out? No, waxing's
It's gotta be on
in.
the way in.
Waxing's on the way
That's
in.
the key word there.
Right,
Where
waning is
waxing?
on the way out. Waning, waxing is on the way in.
So as a DM, I don't know if I should have given you that much help
Well-
because I told him twice, very pointedly,
You said I couldn't Google, so I just had to go with my gut.
right?
So he had
You
to
could have
consult
said
with the
that.
group.
You should, yeah, that's what I did. The waxing was the clue to share when it came time.
Ah, well,
And so that's why I don't know how picky we need to get as a group. How specific do we want to get? Like,
I will say-
are we eating rations?
yeah.
Are we
Well, I was gonna
drinking
bring
water and stuff?
that up to that was what I was asking
Right,
Adelaide.
no.
Be like, hey, I have a question, but it has to do something with the moon.
Right?
I'm gonna
But
roll
that
to
makes
take a
sense.
shit.
Okay.
There's a video about that.
What'd you say?
I said I was gonna roll to take a shit,
Right, exactly.
Have you seen that video?
No.
but I rolled a one, so it's
I'll
only a
send it
pee.
to you if I come across it again.
Nice. I'm sorry.
So they all slowly realize that they've gone like years without shitting because they're playing this game. So when they finally go to do it, it's like, "Ah!" yeah,
It's just terrible.
yeah.
That'd be awful if you rolled a 1 and you're constipated to begin with.
Maybe they have like a bag of holding in their ass.
Hemorrhoids.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds like a new D&D insult. You got a bag of holding in your ass. Sorry, I didn't hit that right. You got a bag of holding in your ass. That's how it should have went.
Nice.
Sorry.
It's all about the
Okay, back
inflection.
to your pitch. Sorry,
Yeah.
I got a little off.
The mob is so big, she rolls disadvantage on grapples.
Oh!
I don't think that parsed out well. It's close enough.
Off in the
It works.
distance, you hear my little magic that. But that's also to get your attention. All right, come back. All right, so is
I'm
what
sorry,
time?
I'm morning drunk.
It's
So it's night.
night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sleep
So-
schedules on the convoy are very erratic.
Okay. No, I just want to make sure. Can I, being that it's still like you said, I could see a glimmer of this. Can I still see it, or is it just was that a
Well,
passive thing?
there's lamps burning in here,
Ah,
so you're
okay.
not under.
So it's literally just a map right now.
That
But
is a map.
okay. Anyway, I came across this after fighting Big Ballsack guy. I don't remember what we called him.
Plains creeper.
Plains Creeper, the Plains Creeper. And had to study it for a while, and I talked to Adelaide here a little while ago. Oop, hello. And there's this trail that goes off this way. Now, I know I'm trying to sell you guys on a lot because we have to go this way. But we should go this way because there's a lot of arrows and things that are being pointed out here. There's something on this trail that seems very important that I think we should follow. But I know we really have to weigh the option because this is the exact, almost opposite way that we need to go.
Seems my compass often doesn't follow the poles, it follows gold more. What do you think we could find in this magic trail?
Well, I've been trying to be honest. I'm about my loot, so I'm hoping maybe I can find some answers to my loot. But being that it's a magic projection on this map, I have a feeling that a higher being is trying to tell me that there's something for not just me, but our group down this path.
Something magical at the end of this treasure trail is what you're
Correct.
getting at.
Correct.
Something makes me wonder if it is truly you, the being that is high, but I will assist. Free of charge.
Being that it's also a magical thing that we're seeing to get us to this point, I'm guessing there's got to be a magical force behind it that would allow us to potentially transport back, so we don't have to spend days on end to
You
get
are
back with our
not a good
convoy.
farmer, because that was a terribly planted seed.
Nah,
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm hoping for the best.
Right?
Hurry's always up for adventure. I'm in.
All right. The A's have it.
What say you? The Yays haven't?
Ekrub's gonna get back to the convoy and be like, hey, where'd everybody go?
What the fuck is everybody? Buttholes?
He said he had to go back and see his mom and dad, so.
Yeah, right. No, he's hanging out. He's with you. He's already loaded up. He's crashed out.
Okay.
What say you,
June's
John?
wagon is ahead, and you notice
Did Jerry
that
say yes?
her wagon got moving as well.
So now
I'm gonna roll this up so we can just have room back.
one thing to consider then, I guess, though, is we want to supply up before we do this because we're going to be without the aid of the food truck, the herbalists, you know, all the
We should probably try and find some more magic potions.
all the people we've been kind of, I wouldn't say relying on, but, you know, eating off of and things for this trip. We might want to supply up before we get on our way. How long until we come across your fork in the road here? Well, not to like make you get the map back out.
Let
but,
me
like,
do some
you
looking.
have
Let me do some looking.
some calculations here.
How long do we have
Yeah.
to get
So
to
you've
that?
been on the road now, how long have we said? 12, 14 days? And it's a 50-day journey?
Mhm.
So, and you are 2 days away from Amberwild.
Okay.
And
so
we
that
want to start heading
puts you,
northeast.
Yeah.
So we can stay with for.
right, and so it's, you guys are on a long journey, so
So
you'll
we
have
can,
time.
we'll have time to stay with the group. Okay,
Okay.
that's good to know.
So yeah, this isn't tomorrow.
Okay, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Right. You, depending on how you want to do it, I kind of figure we'll get you to Amberwild in the next couple of days, and you can kind of mess around Amberwild as well. So you get to see Amberwild before you go into the deep plains. That's the last bastion of civilization.
So yeah, when we get mid-valley of Silic, we'll start looking north.
But being that we're coming up on Amberwild, how big is Amberwild? Table talk.
I would make it almost like it's almost like a Norfolk size
Okay.
town. It's in the middle of the plains there.
So lots of.
It's the hub for everything on the eastern side of the Valley of Silic. And so
Okay.
all of the ranchers or all of the loggers, all of those little villages along the north end of the deeps, all of the trade routes and everything comes through there. It's the hub of the east side.
So I might be able to find a little bit more information about this map as well. So I'll ask questions when we're in Ambervale. See if we can
What'd
get
you call it?
Ambervale?
Amberwild.
Wild.
Yes.
Amberbacher.
I think it's Amberwild.
Ambervale's the beer at Johnny Bird, not a sponsor. So
Oh, nice.
I give
I don't
you
think I've had that.
I was. It is good.
Yeah.
But okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
after you Took so long
See if I
to
can get
revive
some-
the last.
Okay, I rewatched it and I didn't even hear you say you were knocked out.
I went like this, I just,
Oh, okay, you didn't say anything. Because I rewatched the whole thing and I'm like,
just getting
when the hell did Bob get knocked out?
That does remind me, the
probably
angles that
deserved
you
it.
have on those cameras is really good too.
Was it?
Like the way it looked was really good.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get are these new cameras?
These
yeah.
are the new ones.
Yeah, they
and-
look better.
Well, I don't know if we had these last time. I think we had both of the Canon knockoffs, and we only had one of those for there. And now I have those replaced. Those two are identical, and that one's an upgrade from those. And so yeah, I'm very happy with what we're on.
Sweet.
So I can't wait to afford a better brand of this model or this type of camera.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're really good and they work well, and there's no delay now in audio, and yeah,
Solid.
yeah, we are very solid. But the downfall is we need a producer.
Yeah,
We need somebody to be able to push buttons,
Marcus.
right? No, I'm working on that though. So yeah, you can go shopping if you want. I mean, it's night, but you can wait until the next day. I mean, you guys are off and on. I mean, maybe you go grab a couple beers, you hang out, you're riding.
I would like
It's
to.
nice to be slowed down and doing nothing for.
So everything is still moving, so you go from the wagon we're sleeping in to the beer wagon or something, right?
Right.
Okay.
I traverse the caravan and I'm looking for an artificer, a cleric, or a druid, somebody who knows the mending spell
Somebody who knows the mending stuff.
in my spare time. Spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, two halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or leaking wineskins. The spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell can't restore magic to such an object.
While he's doing his nerd talk, you want to go grab a beer?
Yeah, let's go grab
We're gonna go grab a beer.
beer wagon.
John, you?
No, I'm just gonna
All right.
hang out beside the caravan and see what's going on.
We go
You
chug a
and Luke's
lug.
just ride along.
And by this time, we know, like, there's, which wagon in our caravan has, like, potions and stuff, right?
Yeah, yep,
Okay.
yep. You know the
We don't have to
the
go
town well
searching
enough.
for it.
Right.
You know,
Yep. Yep. You know who to go talk to.
So in the morning, we'll go do that.
Yep. Yep. I need to find the vendor that you guys are using and then make a note of it. I thought I had that unplugged.
Is that this?
That's that GoPro over there.
Oh,
That's what I was going to use as our top down, but they do that, so, and I haven't gotten into the settings yet. I'm sure there's a setting in there to keep it on, no matter what, it doesn't fall asleep. But yes, I will find a vendor, but you two go and get a beer. John, you and Loonspin, you
We get
are more or
multiple
less
beers.
just walking alongside the convoy. You're riding along or whatever. And Ruis seeks out Eldrick Lightbringer, and you ask around, and you find Eldrick Lightbringer. You find him on his wagon. He's on a passenger wagon, one of the larger wagons in kind of the middle of the convoy.
Okay.
So not high end, but definitely it's higher class than the tail end that you have been at the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So you find him, and he's just hanging out. He's just sitting in the wagon, just reading or whatever.
Fair day to you, sir. It is heard around these parts that you are quite the craftsman, I hear.
I don't know about a craftsman, but
How handy are you with repairing of broken objects?
I definitely have mended things from time to time.
What say you of perchance mending this?
dun dun dun.
What is this that I'm looking at?
It is
thought
a
it
rare
was
bauble
flipping us
indeed.
off.
I am quite conflustered by it as well too, but I imagine
Conflustered, you say?
once it is repaired, perchance it might yield some greater insights. I don't know. Will you be willing to help me, sir?
I would definitely give it a look. He takes the rock from you and inspects it, and he sees the same initials and emblem on the bottom and notes it. Never seen that before. and continues looking at it. Kind of gives it a little bend, like where it's cracked, and interesting. And he hands it back to you and says, I wouldn't even attempt to try to repair that. It could shatter at any moment. So I would be very careful with how you treat that.
Ooh.
So you want to try it?
Bummer, dude. Okay. I appreciate your time. And those initials, they don't mean anything to you. Have you ever seen the like?
They're not an emblem I've ever seen before, but it is definitely a brand. But it is not uncommon for people to brand their wares, but it is not one that I am familiar with.
Thank you, sir.
It is a strange trademark.
What was that, dude? That was Lightbringer?
Eldrick, E-L-D-R-I-C.
Oh, does he have a class?
He is. Let me get back to my notes. He's a
Grade
cleric.
10.
Okay.
Oh, not what you meant.
Phenomena.
That's me. I'm done.
All right, so you two go and have a beer, and let me get here. I need to make a note.
Anyone else in the beer wagon with us?
There's a couple of people hanging out.
Have we met
A
them?
couple dwarfs. No,
Dwarfs?
no. There's a dwarf and an elf hanging out, and just across the table from one another, a couple of humans. Nobody special. You don't recognize anybody.
Anybody look like they're having any intense conversation about anything?
Not intense. I mean, people look like they're having fun. I mean, they're just hanging out and laughing and telling stories.
Could I, while I'm ordering my beer, do like a perception check just to see if I pick up anything worth noting, trying to eavesdrop on?
Sure.
Just see if
Yeah,
there's anything.
yeah.
Just
Make
see if
a-
there's any hot goss. I don't know if that's perception, I guess, but
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. You're at the bar. You've ordered a drink. Everybody else in there has been drinking for a little while already. You guys are waking up a little late and getting to the party a little late, so roll with advantage.
oh, okay. 11, 2, 14, 15. All right, well, 15, I guess.
15.
Regardless.
So as you're drinking, you and Hurry you're falling into old patterns when you were traveling together on the circuit,
Let me buy you a beer.
and
And I swindle
you get
somebody.
good at, or you got good at picking up those conversations and those ambient noises, and you hear people mentioning that they've had certain items nicked off of them, like there are thieves about pickpockets and whatnot, and they're not going after big items per se, but they are a lot of small items. You hear one, the dwarf and the elf are talking about this rash of little small thieveries going on in the convoy. They seem to start when you got to the country fair.
Picked up an undesirable. Right?
A little bit, yeah.
So, I'll take the more direct approach rather than just kind of eavesdropping. I'll walk over to the dwarf and the elf and give them both a smack on the back. You know, what's
brings
the
you-
good word, gentlemen? What's the scuttlebutt these days?
Oh, hey there, orc. What do you know?
Nothing, elf. I assume that's the elf or the dwarf. I don't know which one.
Dwarf.
The dwarf, not the dwarf.
I think the elf would talk more like this.
Okay, a little more fair. Okay.
Right.
What's up, elf?
Nothing, dwarf.
I don't know how to approach
Thieves,
the
you say? Thieves.
orc. Oh, you have a habit of listening to other people's conversations.
Can't help it when you speak so loudly.
We were just having a conversation.
Well, maybe I have good ears.
Fair enough. Yes, there have been a rash of just little robberies, people missing items here and there, and nobody knows where they are disappearing to.
We encountered a group of thieves at the festival who were dispatched by some vampires. Perhaps one of them is a stowaway on the caravan.
That is a good theory. It didn't seem to start until we got to the fair. Once we got to the fairgrounds, we seemed to pick up an undesirable.
Well put.
You said small things, but if anything of importance, anything that might be worth looking out for if we may find it, as a item to maybe give us a trail or a clue.
A trail or a clue.
Why is the rum always gone?
Let me check. Just your typical fancy items, ornate daggers, couple of trinkets, gemstones, gold purses. Somebody lost a pocket watch. Just little items.
The simple valuables.
Right?
Okay.
The very simple valuables.
Was this pocket watch goblin made by chance? It was the same watch lifted again from the fair?
I do not know the origin. I do not know
Okay.
if it would be goblin or gnome.
Okay. 'Cause-
I do not know.
What's
well,
I said I do not know him.
that? I do not know.
we'll keep our
We'll keep our
eyes and ears peeled for.
Your
And-
group is gaining quite a reputation. I would imagine once the word gets out that you're looking for them, it might stir some action, as you say.
Well, maybe don't tell people that we're going to be looking for them.
As you say, it's very loud in here. We've got a couple of humans over here that might spread the word as well.
We'll just
Pesky
take them out of
humans.
there.
How about
But I
you?
will do my part to keep things quiet, but that does not stop your reputation.
Fair. We got a reputation. I was going to ask, good or bad reputation? What do you mean by that?
You don't seem to back down from many things, and you've been known to make the right decisions at the right times.
Good. I'll be writing a song about that.
Well,
Thanks for your time.
yes. Thanks, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Prost.
All that.
Right?
Gentlemen. Arf, arf.
All right, so you pass the rest of the night, unless anybody wants to do anything else.
Can I look for alchemist supplies or an alchemist?
Most of the stores will be closed until morning, so once morning comes around, you can look around for an alchemist.
Yeah.
Well, if it's still night, I could just drink a beer with these guys.
Okay, so you find them
You
at
catch
the,
up with us.
you catch up with them at the bar.
You'll never
Talk
guess
to
what we
this
heard.
dwarf.
I don't know, I can't hear you, it's pretty loud.
You'll never guess what we heard.
What's that?
We'll talk later. It's loud in here.
No. We go over to the quieter part.
The bar empties out, and
As soon as
the
he
bar
walks
wagon
in.
empties out. You guys
What'd you
slept
do?
most of the day, and
I have a
so
reputation.
Lewis, you're not stealing things in your sleep?
Yeah, I was just going to say, do we have to be asking him?
No, but if somebody else is, I don't like them walking on my turf, you know?
As you say that, the elves turn around.
So is this a path to discovery, or shall we set a trap?
Interesting.
I have an alternate identity. I could disguise myself and put out a little bait, if you guys want
Well,
to.
I don't understand what's going on. Like, why are we, did somebody steal something from us?
Well, not from
Not from
us
us.
exactly, but little things are missing around the caravan.
We just caught this while we were
Well, I guess,
out getting a
should
beer.
we search ourselves, or should we make sure we're not missing anything?
I thought you were going to say, make sure we're not stealing anything.
Oh shit, there's a watch in my
I'm stealing
How
again.
did this get in?
Make sure I have everything on me that I'm supposed to have.
yes, make a, what would that be, I think? Survival check? I have no idea what
history,
you
if
would
I
do.
remember everything I have on me.
When did we notice the stuff was missing?
The two guys in the beer car were talking about how things were little things have been going missing around the caravan. That was us
That was
talking
happening right
to
now.
Based on,
people in the beer
based on the
car.
way perception is wrote out here, it allows you to use a combination of senses to notice something that's easy to miss.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
So
I was going
perception would be the-
then. All right, do a
would be the one I
perception
go
check
with.
if you want to check yourselves for missing items.
13.
18?
You check yourselves over and you do a quick.
Keys, wallet, phone,
Yep,
check.
exactly. Yeah. And you go,
Giant battle axe.
Ah, good, this 80-pound axe on my back is still here. Good.
Yeah.
They did say small things, though,
Yeah,
so.
you still right. You still have everything. You still have all of your items on.
Sweet.
And so maybe you take that as a sign of your reputation increasing, or maybe it's just coincidence.
Yeah, last people who stole stuff from us didn't end up so hot.
I don't remember what
Well,
happened then.
that was the vampires, so
Oh,
they ended up
yeah,
burning on a
yeah.
fire, but
Right.
not exactly because of us, but we could say
So they ended up very hot.
yes. So, a trap, you say, Ruiz.
What's your idea for this trap?
I'm going to disguise myself.
What are you trapping here?
We're going to try to
We're gonna
catch
see
a
if we can
thief.
get the thieves.
Oh, gotcha.
I have an old man disguise. I can always tie a bag of coins to my waist and just walk about ambling.
Could I, okay, are we going to put this into motion like tonight? Because I would be all about
I'm just
that.
throwing stuff on the table right now. I had a couple ales, down a couple ales, and I'm just trying
We told him about this, and he's just like, let's do it.
Nothing.
So John, you still on patrol? You guys are concocting this plan while June is in her wagon
Yep.
and John Yu is on patrol. So
Okay.
keep that in mind.
So it's
That's
just the
where
three of us
party
then?
is. So it's just the three of you.
Should we call in John?
John Yu, would you like to do anything right now?
Well,
Are you just waiting for morning to do your
Yep,
thing?
just got on.
what's like your, I don't know how to ask this correctly, like range of hearing or whatever. Like if something breaks out and we get into a fight, can we be like, yo, come help us?
I don't know if it specifies a range of hearing.
You know what I mean? Like, is that something we can do?
Well, I mean, you can go outside and you can holler like mom's hollering when the street lights
Right.
come on. Come home! I mean, you can definitely
Or
do
the
that.
special call.
And then we'll do a roll and see if he hears you.
Okay. Well, so I mean,
Or you could go find him. I mean, it's a tabletop role-playing game. You could do it.
I'm just saying. Well, no, I was just curious if
So
like,
make an intelligence. How long have you been drinking? You've been drinking all night. Make an intelligence check with disadvantage.
what's the disadvantage?
Because
mean?
he's calling for him.
Yes.
Okay. Where is my intelligence? Oh, that one. Whoops. 15? Well, what's the?
Disadvantage?
What does that mean?
Roll twice and we take the lowest.
Oh, okay, okay. 12. 13.
13. You do not hear. I mean, you do not think of this plan. You are
Idiot.
deep into your evening, and you've had enough drinks that that thought just eludes you.
YOLO
It might
bomb.
be there for just a moment, and then it's gone.
It's the, oh guys, I got a really good idea. Well, what is it? It's
What?
gone.
Yeah, it's like
It's gone.
Yep,
Damn.
exactly.
YOLO bomb. Let's go.
Is that a spell?
It's a phrase that'll come out in a couple hundred years' time. Don't worry about it.
So if we decide, are we talking about this plan, setting this plan into motion then?
I'm thinking, well, so, give us your plan. Because it was, you're going to dress up as an old guy with a bunch of coins on his side to drag, to hopefully lure somebody out.
Right.
Where? As in, like, I feel like we could hide in some bushes or something to
I
help.
guess that's the best question. Where would I stand and where's the best vantage point?
Well, would you be standing? Would you be walking through a path?
I would
Like
just
along
probably be ambling throughout the convoy, I imagine. Maybe just start at the front and let the convoy pass, and that way we could attract the most attention as we get to the end of it.
I could follow at a discrete distance because with my aspect of the beast totem of tiger, I gain proficiency in stealth.
Okay.
And I can also move at a fast pace
Okay.
while remaining in stealth.
Okay.
So I could probably scout the area quietly and see if I can notice anyone sneaking up on you.
Well, you're going to be the fighter, and so I'm going to have to be careful about how I fight. So my thought is I'll be alongside, like, I assume, like, say we're on the path. Say we're on the path, I'll be on the other side of him sneaking along. And then as soon as we find who we think it is, I can be the guy that, like, you guys know who, it's like these two. And then I'm the guy that, like, gets
We
their
can
attention
also-
to chase after me.
Could also taint the sack with a very imperceptible smell that somebody's cat might be buried
Ah,
dead.
interesting.
Hey!
Down.
Interesting.
That way, if all of our,
Do you know what?
perception checks fail, we still got like a pretty good.
A
Do you
homing
know?
ability.
Do you
Almost a
know
homing
what?
ability.
Do you know what that is? Because, reminder, we are all
I know
very
quite a
young
bit
about me
about
right now. Okay.
smelly sacks.
Are you able to give Loonspin, like, commands? Like, you could tell her this plan, kind of?
I don't know what your plan is, I'm not with you.
Oh,
That's
we need
true.
to get
He's-
him
I was
with
gonna
us.
say.
Okay.
Should we stop
Where
what
are
we're
you
doing?
right now?
Like,
You're out scouting around?
Just out around, yeah, you guys went drinking, just hanging out, or just scouting around.
Maybe
should we
we
bring him in? Bring him in
give a
on?
yell, yeah.
Well, you guys have to. You guys would have to roll to come up with the idea. I
Oh,
had the
right.
idea, but it escaped my mind. So
I picture almost like the beginning of Lassie, where it's like, Loonspin! Her ears perk up. What? And suddenly, she knows that she needs to be heading a certain direction. John, you have done it well.
And John was like, "Fuck you, no, don't do
all I can think of is
Don't
that
do
is
that.
that Family Guy episode. What? There's a boy stuck down a well? No, we gotta go over here. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, what? It's like, really? That's what got you?
So wouldn't you be trying to get a hold of me?
Yes,
don't
I
know
was just
that
being a smart
Well, no,
ass.
I mean, like, I thought you were really talking about trying to call for Luke, because I don't know if Cats just kind of do whatever they want to do.
But you might notice her heading back towards the caravan and be like, oh, she maybe heard
Take a
something.
shit or something, I don't know. I think you probably want to get a hold of me.
Okay.
Well, I was going to potentially do that, but then the thought escaped me, so it's on to you guys to do that. That was
Yes, I mean,
100%
the
table
DM
talk,
can
but
determine if my cat goes, I'd probably have to roll to understand what I think she's doing. However you want to play it.
that is the reminder, though, that we are heavily drunk, so.
Am I? I mean, we've been drinking. Do I need to do a check as well?
So you've been drinking, both of you make Constitution.
I just assumed I was, since the
Yes,
thought
well-
escaped me. I'm
Well,
not
I mean,
gonna pass.
after 2 drinks, you start to get a little flighty.
For just like
And
a-
so you've
I'm
been
a lightweight.
drinking for hours, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so yes, so
So
make
Constitution.
Constitution. How many of you had?
I-
Roll a d6.
21. Is that good or bad?
You've had 42 drinks.
Handle your leg.
Okay, okay.
3? I rolled it against the wall back there.
Oh,
Roll again.
I was gonna say, get a real roll in there.
3.
3, all right. So you've had 3 drinks, and so I mean you're just reaching the little bit of. I mean you've got good tolerance, and you still have some leftover. You have some
You guys are listening to me. Who's like, guys!
in you, and so it triggers that a little bit. But so
my-
you're feeling loopy.
My wits are about me, I guess. Guys, we need to totally bring John Yu in on this plan.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, so you go find John Yu.
sure.
I just
One of us.
step
You
outside of
two,
the beer
you're
garden, I
drunk,
just
so you
start
should probably stay where you
yelling.
are. So
What'd you do for Constitution? Say what'd you?
Oh,
do?
I didn't roll one. Sorry, I thought I was under the impression that I was already just drunk. Constitution. Well, I am 6.
Yeah, you're definitely. You're not 3 sheets to the wind, but 1.5. So.
Which is weird. I got that rock star lifestyle. I thought that
Right.
would help me.
Well, I mean,
that?
same as Ruis. I mean, you have. I mean, you guys were wandering around on tripping, so you have some psychedelics left in you, coursing through your veins.
Ah, so we're still on the come down.
So yeah,
Got it.
And so maybe you triggered a little bit of that, and so you guys are definitely a little loopier than you would normally be.
Fair. Okay.
So, I will run off and find John Yu.
John Yu and okay, so you run off and you find John Yu.
Okay. What's up, buddy?
It takes you a little while when you find John Yu and Loonspin out on patrol inside the ring of the. Actually, it's up to you. Where do you want to be on patrol?
Well, I don't know, like, I assumed that these guys were just here and I'm just.
So the convoy is moving down the highway.
Yeah.
And if you want to be on patrol, you can be inside the wolf ring or you can be outside the wolf ring. It's up to you on how far you want to be away from. It depends on how long it's going to take him to find you. Are you just
I don't know.
enjoying the evening?
Yeah,
right,
I'm
so
100 feet
you're-
away, I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So you're just far enough away where it's just a murmur on the convoy, and Hurry knows this, and so that's kind of where he starts his patrol and ends up finding you in about 10-15 minutes.
Okay, be like, John, we got to get back to the beer wagon. We're
Yeah, it was a great idea.
It's a great idea. We're gonna bust
Let me
some
buy you a beer.
thieves. Bust some thieves. I'm
I'm in.
the sober one, kind of. So okay, he's in.
Kind of. I'm buying Ruiz a beer while we're waiting.
All right, so everybody meets back at the bar wagon, and so now lay out the plan.
I'm gonna dress like an old person.
What? Okay, I'm not part of this.
And then we're gonna, you're doing, what's the thing? You're doing what now?
What if we throw our drunk out here and strap him full of cash and make him walk?
Hold on,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's an even better idea. I like that. Let's put something of a distinct type in there as well too, because I can do
Are we talking?
locate object as well.
Okay, so we're talking like something that one of us has a connection to.
yeah, that you don't mind losing something.
I have an admirer's love letter. Is that
Steve really gonna steal that?
But
Thing?
you could put it in it, and then you could locate it. It's a specific item that you can locate.
Put it in like a bag of gold or
So I'll
something.
probably just couple it up and throw it away. As soon as
Okay.
they open the
All right,
thing.
let me see what else I got.
But if
I
he
got all
put-
kinds of crazy
But if he
shit.
puts that in with something valuable as like a hidden item,
Yeah.
that could be
I mean-
it's like an air tag.
I've got ogre
Not a
teeth.
sponsor.
I've got, I got all kinds of weird stuff I'm carrying around with me. Like, it doesn't just need to be something specific. Or can you like just
I mean, I got some
any old
drinks.
coin?
I got some like citrines and stuff like that as well too. I can always use something like that. Do you happen to have any like catnip left or anything like that as well too?
I do.
All right. I think we should put that in a bag.
So Loonspin can smell it.
Yeah, should we actually put gold in there? Or if we put something that's not gold in there, if they find out, are they just gonna ditch it? We kinda want them to hold on to it.
It almost has to be something of value for them to want it. So I mean,
Yeah,
it
to
has to
hold
have
on to
some
it.
value to it. Hell, I'll throw 20 gold in it or something, just so it's, a tempting mark.
Okay.
So, do we need a pouch? I've got all kinds of pouches that I've acquired. I think haven't we established like that from different winnings?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, you got a couple of pouches.
Okay. You got one too, or we need one?
I think I have extra
Okay.
cash.
All right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we would have said you got a pouch or something like that. And
Okay. So I'll drop 10, 20 gold in it.
I have 6 diamonds. I pull out the most unique one. And I look at it really hard with my crossed eyes. I throw that in there. We got
So-
some catnip.
I'll throw in some gold.
All right.
I don't even
really have anything
know if
else
it needs to
beyond
be that much. I mean, truthfully, because
I think it has
these
to
are-
kind
Doesn't
of
sound like
give me
doesn't sound like they're going
experience
for a
and
lot.
Oh, so you're
target.
seeing this bulging,
Yeah.
sort of irresistible.
You know about, yeah. You know
Okay.
about being drawn to sacks
Yeah, thanks.
irresistibly.
Irresistibly.
All right, so you enact your plan.
Are we putting it on Drunky over here?
Yep. So
Okay.
you put it on Drunky, so everybody make a. So you wait until the next night before you enact your plan.
I mean, he's gonna be sobered up. We got to keep him drunk.
That's the
Oh,
plan, is to
okay.
get him drunk. And so
Okay.
the next night you
Somehow I'm
get
sold
him
on this
drunk
plan.
again, right?
Actually, no, it's because of my acting ability. I'm
That's
like,
right.
I got it, guys. Don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah, you don't actually need to be drunk. You're
Yep.
just gonna pretend.
Yep. We're
Okay.
just okay. No, you're drunk.
Oh, damn
Right,
it.
that's
Okay. Okay.
Well, I feel like it has to be.
Okay.
Right. Yes. It's very. It's for the authentic feel. I just want to give this time so that we can get the bar full again.
Okay.
And so you enact the plan. The next night you get ready, and everybody's in the bar during the height of the evening, and it's very boisterous in there, and the four of you sit down and you set down, or you set up, like, you start gambling. And you start whispering back and forth, and you start being very loud about how much you're gambling, how much you're betting. You're drawing attention to yourself. And the drunk guy just starts to win. And he's very loud about it. And so the night passes, several hours pass by. People start to filter out, and you guys are calming down and coming down, and you get ready to call it a night and go.
Okay. I'm sick of your winning, Rasiel. Get out of here.
Why'd you take my diamond for 50 gold apiece?
Right? I had to ask for all that gold.
You guys
Just take it.
suck at this game.
See you later, dickwad.
Why don't you
There's
go
my act.
walk around the convoy aimlessly for a bit?
Fine.
Dickwad.
Okay. And away he goes.
Rasiel walks
So
out.
who goes? So
Me.
who's doing
Okay.
what?
So I'm getting up. Well, I assume you guys have walked off,
Right.
but I'm like, oh, fine. I'm gonna take my winnings and going home.
All right.
So I'm
So-
walking out of the
So you
wagon.
collect your winnings. You
Collect my
fumble your way
winnings and
around, okay.
got my bag with my whatever pouch with me. So, come on.
I
I'm stumbling out of the beer wagon.
All right. And so you stumble your way back towards where you headed.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're just wandering.
I'm just out for a nice, lovely evening stroll.
Just out for a
Can we
stroll.
move guys then?
Yeah,
Like-
we can clear the board. Yep, we can clear the board. Right.
So we're gonna call this the beer wagon.
Fair enough.
Alright, so whose pen is mine?
And so I am.
this is your old man. So
Obviously, there are wagons on the road, but just for the sake of argument, Actually, no. I'm in the middle of the road. I'm drunk as hell.
Yeah.
Get out of the way, you drunkie!
Get out of the way, Dobie. I think that's
My bad.
Water buffalo.
So
Nighttime?
What's that?
Nighttime?
Yes, it's nighttime.
Dark vision?
yeah, 6
You're that far away?
I'm gonna use my mind.
Really hope these dudes don't decide to stab the piss out of me. Holy shit.
I am going. I have.
Oh my god.
I, however, am kind of keeping my distance behind you, so I can kind of stealthily follow along. We're going this way? Looks like he's going this way.
Here's why I'm hoping these guys were acting, that I actually didn't just take a bunch of their money.
Right.
Fuck this guy.
He's in tiger mode right now. He's just crawling around on all fours.
So I guess, yes, I'll try to stay in with 60 feet. This is 40, so I can still see
Okay.
him in the dark.
Okay.
Or even are there lights on the caravan, wagons and everything? Is it ambient light enough to see by?
Well, it's definitely. I mean, you've got the light of the full moon right now.
It's full now?
It's waxed another night,
Oh, okay.
and so it's
So-
it's more full than it was.
So we wouldn't need
Last
full-on
night.
dark vision to see.
Right.
Okay. So I could see him from where I am.
You can see.
Okay.
It's not bright, but it's
But
bright
if
enough.
you are hanging out like in dark vision and make an intelligence check.
Oh, that's
Everybody who's just hanging
not
out
my
over
strong
here, 60
suit.
feet away.
Intelligence?
60 feet away, yeah, as opposed to 4 miles. Where did Lewis go? Next county.
A 1.
A 1? Oh no.
I didn't
so you
fail.
Really
I didn't
don't-
fail. I got a 2. I have a -1.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so not a natty one.
Not a natty.
Okay. And so you,
Your brain explodes.
what, 13? All right. You recognize that you need to be hiding behind something, and you are approaching the place you are already hiding, and so you realize this. Hurry is standing on the top of a hill, on like a little knoll, and
Just kind of kicking at the dirt.
right.
God damn it. Lost my
And
money.
So he doesn't realize the fact that if these robberies have been happening at night, that the thief more than likely can see in the dark as well, or has dark vision as well. And so make a. No, I think I would do it. All right, yep. All right. So you're wandering around for quite a while. You're not drawing any attention, and you regroup with. You see Hurry standing on the top of a hill. In like your dark vision, you can see him
This
clearly.
guy, anybody?
I don't know who
That's
that
Akrab.
is. Akrab. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
Akrab is not. We'll say Akrab is.
He's still sleeping it
is
off.
off right now. He's still sleeping. There you go. He needed his beauty sleep.
Mom and Dad.
And so you go up and talk to Hurry. I don't know why this. We've been very obvious. I don't know why we're not being attacked, or I don't know why we're not drawing them out. So.
Hey, I don't know why we haven't found the guys looking for us yet. I took all your money.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
I'm pretty sure it was faked.
What if he goes and tries to sleep it off somewhere? Will that make him a more tempting mark if he's not even walking around?
Are you saying this, or are
I'm
you
suggesting,
telling
what if you
Hurry's-
were to go fall asleep somewhere?
Well, I was about to before you called me over here.
Okay. Well, why don't... Then maybe we could just keep an eye on the wagon, waiting for someone, instead of having to follow him around.
Are you communicating with these two?
I'm not even.
No, I'm
close
talking to
the
you.
room.
Why don't you go hop in the wagon,
I was like,
take a snooze, and we'll keep an eye on said wagon.
okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the beer wagon. Just
I'm gonna
pass out in that
You're
bad boy.
passing out in the beer wagon.
Wait. No.
Did
Stupid.
the beer wagon cover it? Like, they wouldn't be able to see inside or
You pass out in our wagon.
Well,
we
Are
don't
you
actually
yelling
have a
this
wagon.
across the field.
not? No, I'm asking, like, isn't this supposed to
You
be
are
like a-
correct.
No, sorry. I'm thinking. Yeah.
Jeff is correct. John, you wouldn't be able to communicate that.
I can. Well, no, not the beer wagon. But I want to be on. There we go. I'll
Let's
just
get in
find.
June's wagon.
I'll find a wagon, but I'm not going to be in it. I'm going to just pass out like on it, so that way I'm like blatantly, obviously passed out, so people can very clearly see me.
Okay.
Okay.
So pick.
But like I'm going to find a random.
So we're
part.
still talking. Okay, pick the nearest wagon. Do you have the wagons? Do you want them or no?
No.
No?
we'll just
Okay.
do-
I'm just finding somebody that, like the pilots are like, I'm snuggling up next to you, just like
So
on their
make
driver's seat or whatever.
an
I might move-
intelligence check.
I might move off my hill. Whom?
Intelligence
Where you're
check.
moving off your hill and behind it a
Just a
little bit?
little bit, yeah.
Okay.
18?
All right. So you realize that Adelaide's cart is not very far, and so you wander a couple of carts back, and you very strategically crash so that the coin purse of your winnings is kind of flopped over the edge and just kind of swaying there.
Perfect. Yeah, that was
Your
my plan the
sack's
whole
just
time.
swaying.
That was my plan the whole time. Come play with my sack.
Okay.
There is a lot of that going on. It's kind of thematic right now, isn't it?
Hurry! I can clearly see his sack.
I just have this weird vision that, like, with him being, the county over, that he's just using his mind powers to, like, it's like a walkie-talkie without,
Right. He's just,
A thinky blinky.
walkie-talkie-is.
All right, so you patiently wait and wait and wait. You wait so long that you actually fall asleep. You get bored and you're yawning behind your hill. You sit down eventually, and every once in a while your neck gets tired from creeping up over the hill. So you put your head down. John, you is the only one who sees kind of a glimpse of what is about to happen. And so there's a thief in the shadows who waits for the right time and then sneaks up on Rasiel. And what is your passive perception?
Perception?
I think that's what it is, passive perception.
I was just saying I don't have a. Oh, sorry, 14.
14? All right, we'll say that's enough. That you recognize as soon as you have enough
I've
you have
sobered
enough
up just enough.
understanding. Well, not sobered up enough. You have enough practice, and you have enough awareness that you're very protective of your belongings. It's just something that's part of your lifestyle. Being part of the road and just always having to, I mean, you only own what's on you kind of thing, and so you're very aware of it. Somebody comes up and starts to cut the coin purse off of you, and you wake up. And John, you make a survival check. Perception check.
Perception,
Yes.
13.
13. You see the shadow just enough to move that this is what you've been waiting for, and so you recognize it, and you see this is time. And so you're aware and not surprised by what's going to happen.
Do an action then?
So we're going to, you don't see it, and you are far enough away. What is your dark vision?
I don't have.
You don't have any dark vision?
5,000 feet.
So you don't see anything, so what are you doing right now?
Just kind of hanging out, using my mind.
Using your mind for what?
Meditating?
Define that a little bit.
I guess I'm always using my mind, but
The
no, it's
things
chill.
and stuff.
I'm listening.
So you're quite a ways away right now.
Yeah. I'm listening for the call.
Okay.
Brother man over here just left us to hang.
Using my mind. All right.
This plan's going swimmingly.
Yes, you guys
Since I
are.
recognize if something's there, can I make an action?
We're gonna, yes, we are going to. So now let's move the cart. So where are you exactly, Rasiel? So move the cart down, and we'll use that as nope. Move that to where you are. We'll use that as Adelaide's cart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right here.
How are you crashed on it?
We'll say, I guess I'm assuming just like on the side where like it,
Okay, so you're on that side. Okay, so you are on the far side from John Yu. The thief.
But I
With the little
recognize, I
shadow.
saw something,
Whoop,
right?
sorry.
yeah, you saw it.
Yes.
You got really, really
You
good
see
at
the
it.
shadow move up, and I'm just gonna, we'll use this person as.
I was using the mouse,
as our
Steve,
thief.
but
And so they are on this side, little shadow moving up.
can
And
he?
so you, yes, you have an action.
All right, I'm gonna cast dancing lights,
Okay?
so I can do four torch-sized lights within 120 feet. And each one of them does a 10-foot radius of light, so I'm gonna cast them right
Right on top of
Bright light, bright light. All right, does that just,
I'll
it
do that
just
anywhere I
happens?
want, Yep.
Okay, boom, bright light, bright light. So you light up and just illuminate this area, and you come up, you see that as the sign, and
Am I like up
so
and
now
awake?
I have the Ghostbusters music in my head when all of the ghosts are emitted when Walter, is it Walter?
Walter Peck.
Walter Peck releases all of the ghosts. It's a dun 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 dun.
Am I like awake or am I waking up still?
You are waking up, but you come too fast as a combination of the lights and the somebody trying to relieve you of your goods.
Yep.
You come to very quickly.
Okay.
And so you have your action. You cast dancing lights. What would you like?
I
to
would
do
like to
quickly?
cast Thunderclap for 2 reasons.
Wait, so does Winston have an action? Or we didn't roll for initiative?
We haven't rolled for initiative yet.
So I'm gonna cast a Thunderclap for 2 reasons. One, I'm gonna try to damage this guy, like, get the hell out of here. Not try to kill him, hopefully. Just Thunderclap real quick to try to scare him. I'm not trying to, I'm casting it trying to just scare him, and I assume him, I guess, I don't know. But then it can be heard up to 100 feet away, so I'm gonna
It's
try
a
to get
her.
Is it a her? Okay. I'm gonna try to get his attention, though. Get his attention.
My attention.
Be like, yo, that's the goal. I'm not trying to hurt this person, the thief. I'm trying to
Trying to wake her up.
yes. Be like, that's he gave the lights. I'm trying to give the sound
The
signal
sound.
because I'm assuming he's passed out.
Lightning followed by thunder.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
And so, all right, do your thunderclap. All right, and so what does that do? Hurry snaps to and sees the light, and his eyes bug out, and he's got what is that? What's that? 9 in the afternoon, where they talk about wide irises
Okay.
or whatever. Pie-eyed.
I'm going to. All right, that was your action, the thunderclap.
Yep, just to
Alright,
get your attention.
So
So
what
if-
does thunderclap do though?
Well, when I cast it, it
Does
says
it push them away? Does it?
no. Each creature within range, other than you. Oh shit.
Yes, thunderclap does something.
Must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage.
Okay, so you're potentially going to damage the.
Yes.
Then that's
Is that a cone?
not a
Sphere?
problem. Right?
Damage the what?
The thief.
The thief.
Oh yes, that's what's gonna happen here.
Okay. Yeah. So
Technically, you could do it like
I guess yeah, it would take. It would take.
So I need to do a saving throw.
Yes.
And
Oh,
what's
14. Constitution 14.
I need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
All right.
Well, let me check. I want to make sure. I want to make sure I got the right thing here. Okay, that's just at will.
Oh,
How do
Does
you
that make
know
a
his name
difference?
is Will?
But like it says, the spell's damage increases by 1d6 when. Oh shoot! So it's 2d6. All right.
I wasted an natty 20, so I pass.
Oh yeah, you're good then. So it doesn't matter.
I take half the damage. I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 2.
Well, no, you succeeded, so you don't take damage.
Oh, I don't take any.
No,
damage?
you're good. You passed the saving throw.
Oh, okay.
It was
It's
14.
not only half damage.
According to this, you
Oh,
must succeed
okay.
on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage.
Oh, okay.
In this
so
case, it
yes,
would've been 2d6.
I
So
more than
you're
saved
good.
the throw. Yes.
So
Your
then-
thunderclap does nothing to me.
What level did you get?
She is very.
First.
She is
That was what I
very
was looking at.
resilient.
So it's you're doing more of an attention getter than
Correct.
an attack
Yep.
anyway.
Yep.
So.
That was the goal, but I didn't.
It was.
It had a side effect of potentially damaging him.
Yeah,
her,
she takes
so.
no damage, and yeah, you accomplish your goal. So Hurry hears you and sees the light.
He starts a running. Do I get my 40 feet in? Is that what?
Sure. And how would you like to proceed, everybody?
I can see what it is now, I assume, since
Yeah.
I'm within that distance. Can I tell what it is?
I mean, yeah, sure. Make a what kind of check would that be for just trying to identify? Investigation,
While he's still coming up,
Or perception?
perception, yeah.
I'm better on perception.
Okay, there you go. Perception. Then.
8.
You see long hair and pale skin. You're pretty sure it's a human.
are they?
Pesky ass humans.
I have a question. Well, so I thunderclap, so I'm up and awake and looking at.
No,
Shift
you're
round.
not
Half
up. Well,
your movement.
that's half your movement. Is to
That's,
get up.
I'm on the cart, so I mean,
All right.
I'm fine with that. But,
He's like, surprise!
Right.
but
You're not that drunk.
no, I was gonna. Are they wearing any disguise or not a disguise, like a mask or anything?
Just cloak and hood.
Can I try to rip off the cloak and hood?
Sure.
I got height advantage. I'm trying to just. I want to try to rip that
see
off.
who's
Be like,
on-
who are you?
Yeah. It's old man Jenkins.
Would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for
Right.
you pesky group.
Right. No, I wanted to say something completely different and completely inappropriate, and I'm not going to say it.
As for the beers afterwards.
And so you, you reach for the cloak and you rip the hood back on the cloak, and it just reveals it's a human woman. And then that's
Is it a young human woman by chance?
well, I mean,
No. I'm talking the old character, young
Oh, is
human
it
woman.
young human woman?
We forgot her name. We never remembered her actual name. Is it her?
no.
Dang.
It's not,
It's not
I
young
love
human
that.
woman.
I wish I would have remembered that because yes.
It totally would have been young human Willis.
Yes, it totally would have been. Yeah.
I guess, okay, so I rip off the cloak. Do I recognize her?
No, you don't recognize her. And as you are doing that, she cuts the purse and bolts.
Which way? Away?
Yeah, she's running down the road.
Down the road.
Yep.
What's her movement? Do we want to give her a movement?
Why didn't we do the initiative?
We're not.
Because
We're technically not fighting yet.
Do you want to attack her?
No, I was gonna send Moonspin in to like tackle her.
Okay, then
But I mean, like,
yeah,
that's
you
what I'm
can do
saying,
that.
like, she's getting a chance to run off before we, so there was no like order of business.
Yep,
So
that is
so I-
correct.
Okay. But then
Do you want to attack her?
she's out of my range.
No,
She's
Moon's
not
got
out of your
range.
range.
Yeah, she is for what I was gonna do. I only got a 50-foot range.
How far is that?
This is 40.
Yeah, it's close.
To be close.
Can't Lewis been like, got mad, crazy jumps?
And so
I don't know.
it's
Decision time before she runs any further.
Yeah, we'll chase her.
so yeah, you can chase so she can.
I'm waiting for my turn to move again if we're rolling initiative.
All right, so
I'm-
yeah, we can.
I mean,
yeah,
unless you want to attack first.
we are
or send
rolling
Moonspin.
initiative.
Roll initiative.
All right.
What,
No way.
how do you do,
You and I did the same thing.
how do you do her initiative? Is it with the plus or dex?
Dex. Yep.
+4 even, so.
Wow, nice.
All right, so 20 plus. Okay.
Well, that's what you had too.
Yeah,
What'd you get? What'd you get?
20, 18 plus 2.
So you right have 20.
So
Oh,
you're
I
at
had
20.
nat. I had nat 20, so I'm 24. So.
24.
Yep. Does nat 20 mean anything for nat? For like, do I get like a fancy like sideways shot with like a crossbow or
If
something?
somebody had 19 plus 5, and you both ended up with 24, you would get it. I
Oh,
would
got
rule
it.
on it anyway.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I like that. I just thought maybe like this would be like my Samuel L. Jackson coming out, just be like, motherfucker.
Right. We could also say, that would be fair, that would be kind of a funhouse rule, to say your first roll is a crit.
A bonus for.
Rolling a 20, because there's really no bonus for.
No, there really isn't.
So yeah, that would be a funhouse rule.
There we
So
go.
yeah, your first one can be a crit.
Or even an advantage or something. Just be like, boom, I just like, I feel
I
like,
mean, if you'd
bam.
rather go advantage than a crit, I mean, this establishes the precedent, so what do you want to do?
I like the crit idea.
All right.
I do like that. I was just curious. I don't know. But
So
also
he doesn't know how to
advantage.
roll since he got the 20 on initiative.
So if you get a nat 20 on initiative, I guess what do you do though if somebody else gets a nat 20?
You both
Same
get
thing.
crits.
Same thing?
Or
Yeah,
if
then
a-
crit then.
Or if a bad guy rolls in that
Right.
20
Yeah.
on initiative.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to keep that in mind
It's
also.
critical hit.
Your
Yep.
first hit, no matter what, is a crit.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a fun rule.
So do we just roll for damage at that point then?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah.
spicy.
Easy.
Spicy, yeah.
Easy
I
take
like
the
it.
crit then.
All right. So yes, you start out with a crit, and anybody beat a 20. So, all right. 15 to 20.
Louis put it at 17.
15. What do you have?
6.
6.
12 for.
Oh.
12 for John. You. All right. So, Roz, you're up first.
Do I have to, so being that it's crit, do I just roll for damage then? Or do I have to roll if it hits or not?
No, you hit.
Okay.
And it's a crit. So you are just rolling, so double whatever your attack is or whatever you're doing,
Yep.
do what you would do for a crit.
Okay. I'm going to specify though, I'm going to try to shoot at their leg. I don't want to kill them.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to kill them. I want all that damage to go to the leg to slow them down or stop them and make them
That's-
prone or something.
That's interesting then. So can you use that as a call shot?
Right? And that is interesting.
Wow,
'cause
yeah.
Because then you could just be like,
That,
Headshot.
So that's added
I wouldn't say
amendment.
headshot.
But
yeah,
the rules
you-
that
Well,
establish.
so
Knowing
if
what
I were
you're
just to
going
shoot at,
into,
if I were
you'd be
just to
like,
shoot at
I
them.
want to do this. Sorry, table talk.
No, yeah, I was gonna let you guys finish your conversation first, and then
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
No, do your thing.
All right,
Whole thing.
we're all too friendly.
Yeah,
Midwest,
absolutely.
Midwest, nice.
Yeah,
My
man.
question, I guess, what a normal crit shot would be if I were to turn and say, I'm gonna shoot you.
yes.
That, because I was gonna use my
But-
crossbow and,
Well, right, but I was gonna say, like, every once in a while, John, you calls the shots, and I expect a higher roll from that on the hit. I don't know that it's fair being able to call that after the fact.
Going
So-
in knowing you get
so-
it.
Yeah. It's an exploit.
Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
Since you got the crit,
yeah,
you automatically get a hit, but like you're calling your shot. And,
that's fair.
Right.
You can do whatever you want.
Post-crit.
Hit him right in the eyeball.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
right. And so I would say that, no, you can't
Can't
call
do
your
that.
shot, you just get a crit.
Dang, okay, I mean, that's not a bad thing, I just don't
No,
wanna kill,
right.
I just don't want this to have like 5 health and then boom, dead, like,
Well, right,
what's-
but I mean, it's like using VATS in Fallout.
Yes.
Where you would target the leg, and you don't have that right now, because that
Dang,
would be
okay.
a little bit too much of an exploit.
Yeah, fine. All right. So I don't have to roll to hit. I just roll whatever the damage is.
Right.
Okay.
Technically, you can move and grapple with a crit that's guaranteed reduction of movement speed.
You cannot have this conversation.
Just teaching.
You, I know.
These are teaching moments. It's a teaching
Just for
moment.
the sake of the game currently, I won't do that. But it's good to
Future
know.
reference.
That's
future
good to
reference.
know.
That is one of
Now
the
that now
weapons
that
in
we
your
now we
arsenal.
all know
You
for the
can
next
just
time.
grab her.
There's nothing.
Says the guy from the state over.
Okay, so also.
What was that?
Also, I guess you don't
You're very
necessarily
faintly on the
have to
wind.
use your deadliest attack
Caesar?
them
No.
automatically.
Caesar?
So there's
Who's
nothing
Caesar?
saying you could chuck. Could he use an improvised weapon and just chuck something from the wagon at him? So he's guaranteed to hit, but not
calling him him, to
seriously.
her.
Me. Well, oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about me.
But not seriously injure them. Like you know you're going to clock him in the back
So
of the head
we're-
because you
we're-
get the critical hit.
So we're, yeah,
We're a bit in the weeds at this point.
yeah, exactly right. Somebody with a plate of fruit walks by.
Poor
I-
timing.
Chuck a piece of fruit at him.
Well, I'm saying,
Yeah, there we go.
right, I say, what do you want to, right?
I guess here's my goal. I don't want to kill the person.
Right, he crits him in the back of
I
the head.
want to.
Now we haven't
I
solved
want
it.
to. I want to use my crit to make them prone. Is that possible? Or are you saying no?
I'm saying that's why I laughed when you got a crit and we made this rule, because you're doing damage. I mean,
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, that's what I mean.
that's
Is
what
like.
a crit is. I mean, you're doing damage. I mean, we can try to come up with a new rule for that, because I understand what you're trying to do, but the crit worked against you in this instance.
Right. Could we make it?
Like, you can try, but it's going to be such a perfect throw that you're still going to do damage.
Or could you?
What are the odds that I
hold your
kill her?
action?
Oh, hold your action?
Could you hold your action till we?
Technically.
Is that?
I
Is that
I mean,
okay?
no, I hear you.
Is this
No,
possible?
He's just going to
That's a
prolong
great
where the
idea.
damage does.
It's kind of the same thing going in knowing what he knows though. He's like, oh, you're so dead, motherfucker. I'm just going to chill. I'm not feeling it yet.
right?
You know?
It's like you got your blood up, you are,
I'm ready to attack, but
Yes.
like
Get a
and I
rock.
completely understand where you're coming from, and I completely like that idea. But I mean, yeah, it's
You're all in it, shooting at him at this point.
at this
I
point
think.
with a crit, I don't know.
All right, well, I haven't committed to anything,
That's
so you're
true.
correct. I could still just switch to a different weapon that I had planned, quote unquote planned.
Because yes, I like the idea of both incapacitating the thief and also starting a fight. I mean, that's kind of what obviously that's what we're debating here. And
All right.
So it's how you want to do it.
So
yes, I mean, you can try to do whatever you want to do, and it's going to do damage. And so try to do what you want to do.
all right, I'll switch it then, with still the idea of calling the shot,
Okay.
but with the idea being like
Was that ESPN?
it was, yeah. That was on mine. Sorry. Not a sponsor.
Are you watching football?
No, I
Oh.
had a notification.
Better pay attention to the fucking game.
Yeah, the game on.
I am going to. I'm gonna.
Fox.
I'm gonna
Not a
throw my hand axe and try to just.
Hit him with like the back of the, like the.
No, I'm just gonna throw my hand axe and
Chucking it.
just
Chucking it.
hope that's enough to just knock her over.
Quit.
All right.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
That's what I'm scared of, but that's my lower damage thing, so I'm like, I'm gonna take that.
You hit her right in the brainstem, and she just sack of potatoes.
And so roll your, whatever your damage is.
1d6, then my hit DC is +3, so what do I do? 1d6 and then add 3 to
9.
that?
So, no, so 9, and
9.
then now do your roll.
Oh,
And so now
shit.
roll your 1d6.
Where is, there it is, right there.
Dead.
Whose rule do we use? Where's that from? The Canadian guys?
Dungeon dudes, yeah.
Dungeon dudes.
What'd you say, 9?
Thank you,
So
dungeon
9,
dudes.
yeah, right.
14.
We love this rule. What is it, 14?
No, 5. I had 5,
Yep.
so 14 is total.
Okay. So you do 14 points of damage?
She's dead.
I mean, it doesn't even knock her off stride.
Oh, okay. All that talk for that.
Ruis.
Damn, maybe I should have taken the crossbow.
I understand where you're coming from, though.
Well, I didn't know what we were dealing with, so I was trying to.
Jesus Christ.
So you use both your movement and your action?
Oh, okay.
On the back of my pony. And I yell,
Excelsior!
Yeah, on the back.
The way you're doing that. Carrying your sickly little beast.
He got him under his arm while he's sprinting.
That's something we need to print out, I guess, in the future, is riding a donkey.
That would be fun, yeah.
I often wondered about making characters who were wide enough stance that you could put them like over top of a horse, because the old Hurry, he was actually like kind of in a
Oh, he was
squat
already-
position,
yeah.
and I'm like, if I could cut out the middle portion, I could probably get him on a horse.
What we need to do is find somebody in the area that can do 3D modeling and make custom,
Our characters on
Yeah,
horseback.
right?
I like that.
right? That's what we need to find.
I like that.
You could probably rig it in.
The moon spin on has
But
Oh, on
how
horseback?
detailed can
Right.
you get? You can do them on horseback, and so
Yeah,
what site was
I
this?
have one of him sitting, of John Hughes sitting on her back.
Oh, I think you posted that, didn't you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Where
sent
was
you
this
guys
at?
a picture.
I remember
the
that.
website, but it's the one where I downloaded the moon spin that I had you.
The
I
STL
also
or
did
whatever?
one of my guy sitting on her, and you can pose all the different everything's on it.
Nice. Well, I mean, I use
And then you download
they
it.
use the TC one, and it's been great. But I mean, okay.
You could download STL as well, too?
That's what I-
Sweet.
Yeah, right. That's what you sent me.
That's what I
I
sent you,
see
but I did
STL.
another model from that same website with my guy on her back riding her.
Okay.
So you could do that.
I think
It may not
if
be
you sent that
exactly
to
the
me
same as,
already, I
like-
can print that out now.
Right.
It just
I
has
must
to-
have just lost it because
I don't know.
lost track.
I'm a big
of it.
fan of this method.
Yeah, I like that too. That's creative.
Like, that's a cool idea, but I
Come
don't
with
know.
me,
This
donkey.
is just, there's
I'll
just
send you
something
guys the
about this.
website and you can decide which
The
one.
donkey
Okay.
mancer.
But I like the idea of trying to find somebody in like Norfolk or Sioux City or Fremont that can do it as well. I think that'd be fun.
So wait, you're telling me that she just took a hand axe to the back and was just like, and just bounced off of it?
She didn't exactly laugh. I mean, you heard her grunt, but I mean, she took an axe to the, we'll call it the shoulder, but yeah, she
Did it sink in or did it bounce off at least? Do I have to like, go grab it later if we kill her?
it didn't sink in.
Okay, good. I can just grab it as I run by then.
Was she built like Xena or what?
She got, and she's probably Xena, Gabby, whatever. Isn't that Gabrielle? Isn't that Xena's buddy?
All right, now it's your guys' turn.
So yeah, now it's, so that was Ruis's turn. Loonspin is up next.
Depends on how you want to interpret that.
We'll say that's close enough.
Okay.
You
Well,
got
she's gonna go her full 50 feet, and then, I don't really have like a tackle thing, but I'd like to do that. Like,
I
I don't
thought
wanna bite her
Moonspin-
or
oh.
claw her. I
Oh,
don't, like, I have attacks,
okay.
but I don't have like I just wanna, like, I don't wanna hurt.
Unarmed
Try
strike.
to knock her prone.
I just wanna tackle her so we have a chance to catch up, because.
You can't technically knock her prone, it counts as a shove or a grapple. If you grapple, it's a strength check versus their strength or dexterity. If you win, their movement is reduced to 0. If you run up to her and cast a shove/prone action,
Maybe I wanna like swipe the back of her ankle and trip her up.
yeah,
Okay, flat tire.
I don't know.
Oh, not flat tire. What did we? I used to do that all the time. Kick
Yeah.
somebody's foot behind their
I
calf.
like a flat tire was like getting the heel of
It
the
is.
shoe.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That is what a flat tire.
so it'd be Luna's strength versus the character's strength or dexterity, whoever wins. And that would be like a shove prone, basically. And they would fall down. No
So it's against
disadvantage?
dex. It's okay.
Whichever
I would
is-
say acrobatics or
Athletics.
athletics.
It's strength or dexterity.
Which, yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah,
right.
no, that makes sense. So
Typically, whichever one is stronger,
Right,
or
okay.
whichever one suits.
Whichever one you choose,
Whichever one
you'll
suits
suit
the
your
occasion
character.
as well.
right.
Or your character, like their particular strength.
Could be
So
a
yeah,
stat
we'll
or
say
a-
we'll do a strength
context.
check against my acrobatics check.
So, here. And I gotta do a strength check?
Yes,
21.
22. And so she resists the swipe at her ankle to trip her, and she can keep on trucking. Now it is the thief's turn. So she was already on her way, so she's going to get the rest of her movement, which is another 20 feet, plus her movement, which is 30, so she can move 50 feet this one turn.
Do we want to move the cart in that way
This is
so we can?
40.
This is 40.
So we need to back everything up a little bit.
What green's 50?
40, and
Green's
so
60.
she is.
Oh,
Well,
I almost want to pull a
I've been-
pitfall.
oh,
On that side.
So she comes back
Right,
around.
So she's coming back around.
We scoot
We
everything
can just, I
back.
was gonna say, we can move everything that way.
Yeah, that's true. So we can move everything.
Just put this on that
so let's
edge.
just wrap that one around it, and you know permanently.
I'll just take another one and snip it.
Move. John, move.
Yeah.
With the assumption that we're basing this off of where the,
Lewis is. That's.
He's a little, like I should be further back,
Right.
actually.
There we go. Oh no! I knocked your donkey off.
Donkey.
Yeah. So here and another 10. We'll call it out right there.
Bob, what'd you bring for not a sponsors?
It's a red beer from a Spanish brewer. They are a model.
The model might be
We're not
O.
live, the only thing that's on is the map. Right?
Could I get, could I
Well,
get
the
one?
map and then audio. Yeah,
And
we have
audio,
no
that's-
video
yeah.
going,
Koozie?
No, I got my glass. I thought you were just gonna toss it. I guess that's also not a terrible idea since I can't necessarily confirm I can catch. So
So we're all the way up there, and okay. So I will. Let's see here. Oh, all right. All right. So after the thief is John Yu.
Oh,
I wonder if there's a chance that we could have been like, "Hey, hold on, we just want to talk."
I'm just gonna
A little late
Oh,
now.
there's a chance,
A
right?
little late now, but
run up there. I can't do anything to her, so I'm not gonna shoot her.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of run. What? Shit! I don't know how far I can.
I guess it's 30.
How do I know that?
Your movement would be, where is it?
30 feet. So, shit. I couldn't move this crap by now.
Right? I think the same thing all the time. I'm like, fuck, I should know this.
So when you do a dash, Bob, you can double your movement
Yeah.
by using your movement and your action.
Mhm.
Wow.
but that's the action that you take, and
Right.
rather than doing an
But
attack.
so like I could cover 80 feet in one turn by dashing. That's
Not a bad idea at
no,
this point.
that's- Yeah, because I have 40 feet of movement.
And I probably should have done that with her.
A
And I
dash.
should I should retroactively go back and do that,
Okay, I'm just moving.
Not now. He took his turn.
right? It's like chess. That's the chess rule is, as soon as the next person makes their turn, you can't do it.
Yep,
Correct.
just
No
take your
retro.
hand off.
Yeah.
Yep.
No retro. God dang it, I thought I turned that off.
You needed
Does that beep mean anything?
It just means it's powering down, and so I don't know why it keeps turning
I
on.
was gonna say, it keeps powering down
Right? Because
3
this one
times.
doesn't do that, so I don't know what's going on exactly.
Still wouldn't get there. Just out of range. It's within 5 feet.
That's,
Well, I don't want, within 5 feet is fine, but then I get a swing, and if I whiff, she's gone again. Maybe. I mean, or maybe she turns and faces me.
Do you have anything you can throw?
Oh yeah, I got a javelin that I could throw from there.
Like 120 feet though?
Yeah, 120 feet.
Is that the in the
All right, well,
parentheses
you-
number 2?
Yeah. Well,
How does that work?
So, okay, so the way it
Because
works...
like I have my crossbow.
Yeah, so like 30 is your minimum on it,
'Kay.
and then your 120 max. So anything past 120, you would roll with disadvantage.
But anything between 30 to 120
that's your
feet.
golden zone. Yep. You just roll.
But if it's before 30 feet, it's a
you can't use it as a ranged.
sure, okay. It has to be within 30 feet.
Yeah,
to
more
100
than 30 feet. From
Yeah,
30
okay.
to 120.
Well, that's good.
Gonna try and be conducive.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Who does that?
You want this one out of here? I mean,
No, you're good. I think we'll use that for the extension.
There you go. Ah, I
to
see.
this end then?
Then we could add that section of road too.
Sure.
Although, I guess he hasn't said yet. She may not keep running along the road.
But we got it. There's a guy passed out on it.
We'll leave them there.
I'm curious if they're going back to a wagon somewhere.
There are more roads.
Oh, the roads are back here.
Said she ran 50.
How's everybody's batteries doing?
I changed mine before we started.
Yeah, I was gonna say I should be good for this round. And potentially the next round too.
The only other road pieces. Oh, there they are.
Where we're going, we need roads.
New pieces?
Readjusted.
Okay.
We're kind of assuming we were going that way, but
Perfect.
we're not implying.
I like the idea of
Around the horn.
carrying the chase out a little more.
I guess there are specific chase mechanics as well.
Yeah, are we gonna
Yeah,
worry
they're
about
kind
that
of,
math?
no, I was just mentioning. Because I don't even know
Because
how
we
they
certainly
work.
could, but
I think it's more of like in populated areas where they have places to like
Zip
lose
dash.
people.
So yeah,
Blind
open
corners.
road, they don't have a lot of opportunity to duck and dive. Dash in the 4Ds or whatever.
who's the dead guy here?
He's just passed out on
He
the
just
road.
passed out, all right, fair enough, I like it. Just some rando. I might have to get a, not a sponsor.
John, you like a net.
You need a net?
There, no.
And you need a net?
Well, I would actually
He hit.
use it, like it would do something. You know what I mean, like a, maybe not as quite a good range as a normal one, but something just enough to like snag.
Right, a snare,
So you think more like a bolo?
right? That was the first thought that I
What's
had,
that?
but
A
I like a
bolo?
bolo. The thing at the beginning of Romancing the Stone that the kid
You
throws
got the
at.
two rocks on
Oh,
a
well,
string,
but-
but you kind of...
I don't know, I was just thinking an arrow.
Right, I don't know how, I think you could do it as an arrow, but it would take a pretty special craftsman. So if you have that thought,
It'd also fly like crazy.
right, and so it would be weird how to pull it off. That's what I'm saying. You'd need to have a pretty special
Well, then I'll
craftsman.
get a bolo.
Master Shotsman over here, though. I mean, he can.
So we've got
Shots
a bolo, and you are also
Money
looking
hurry
for.
right
Do
here.
you want people to know what you're looking for? Have we discussed it?
The Addle?
Yeah.
You and I have a little
Okay.
bit.
I didn't know if you wanted that to be public knowledge or not.
I'm still looking for someone who knows.
Where it's,
I've been meaning to try and work it in. I've been trying to find a way to work it in, and so it's coming.
I was hoping there'd be someone at the fair who was like demonstrating this new technology. Well, it's like a big spear
that's right, there.
Right.
that you put the javelin in, and then it increases its range and its
Mechanical. Advantage.
velocity.
And so it's just a little device that you'd have to carry on your person, and then
So
be
it's a
able
rocket launcher.
Pretty
Maybe
much,
rocket.
yeah.
I love that.
It'd be used in a planned attack. It's not like you could be like, wait a sec, I've got to get my Addle out in the middle
Right.
of the fight here.
Exactly.
This situation would lend
Wait.
because I'd have been in waiting.
Yes,
Almost.
exactly. Yep, exactly. And I tried to work it in, and it just didn't work
That's fine.
out,
I mean,
right?
I'll come across somebody who knows.
Yep, you will,
Who
eventually.
has that technology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, eventually you will. So we are back at the top of the order then with Rasiel?
No, I haven't gone.
Oh, you haven't gone yet?
Am I at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. You got both yours, John, you and Loonspin's turns?
Yeah,
Yes.
John, you didn't do
Okay.
anything.
Okay. I was right within that 80-foot mark, like within 5 feet. So I'm gonna use my dash, get within the 5 feet of this individual, just so I'm like
So,
up on her business.
So- did all of you discuss non-lethal methods, or what was your plan to begin with?
we have,
Not to do retroactive stuff, but, so everybody seems to be going non-lethal now, which is definitely a change of character. Not John Yu. John Yu
My
would
plan
not
was
be
to
going
have
for
Loonspin
blood
attack
necessarily.
her to tackle her right
But
after
you
that.
three, this is out of character.
But, okay,
Just saying.
But I sort of have the notion if you're setting a plan into motion to catch this person in the act.
I mean, somebody
you don't
stealing
wanna
parking
just
watches,
murder.
I'm
You
not,
didn't
yeah.
discuss lethal
We
or non-lethal
didn't.
methods.
We didn't. But I guess I was under the impression in my head that we were going to try to catch the person, not necessarily kill the
I would
person.
think so too.
Okay.
And see if there's part of a bigger.
Well, you
I mean,
did not add that as part of your plan.
Sure.
And so your guys' character, so no, that's just in my mind. That's what I'm saying as far as telling me all of the
I
information.
think from a moral standpoint, like, trying
You
to,
have zero morals. Do not try to tell me that Ruiz is suddenly having moral scruples
once
about
I'm
eliminating this individual.
once I'm threatened, that's when, like, everybody should die. But if it's just like trying to track down like a petty thief, I'm not gonna try and explode their head.
I think Hurry uses his.
Oh, so there is a
talents
line.
when he needs to, but at the same time,
very
like we
thin.
talked about, he doesn't jump straight into rage mode. Either.
Right.
It's not
But you
everything.
did not inform me, so this was not part of your plan. So historically,
It would've
as you
been-
guys have been playing,
it'd have been-
you have been uber violent.
This is fair.
It is against character.
Okay, I figured.
We're drunk, though. That's what it was.
And
I'm
so,
drunk.
where are your decision skills when you're drunk?
Not great, but
I think mine are pretty fabulous, truthfully. But I was under the notion we're not just trying to kill this person because in my brain this
I
is
was
like
thinking
a bigger
that as
part
well.
of a ring or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was waiting for you guys to
Okay.
state that.
Ah.
Because that is not how I would figure, historically knowing your characters,
Okay.
how you would approach this
I'm
situation.
not-
that's fair.
Although I now busted up out on them and I'm right on her heels, I'm not going to be like, stop, we just want to talk. Like I'm still trying to be intimidating running up on
I
her.
think
Okay.
this side note would be really funny. Kind of related to that.
Wait, I'm just trying to talk. Stop.
Or like
Come on.
I'm still trying to be intimidating. Like I'm still I'm my angry hairy self running up on her.
Okay.
wear the heavy
So-
ass fucking cape.
Yep.
And you're
Right.
dashing, so it sounds really weird. When it's all of a sudden your
Yeah, so-
footsteps are like
Your wolf bear
Yeah.
cave.
So,
really fast.
all right, so that's what I did.
Bobo, can I steal
Oh, yeah, got it primed.
and not a sponsor?
Sleight of hand.
Not a sponsor.
Nice. All right, so with that in mind, what do you want to do?
I'm just I'm
Killer.
running
Trying to
up
catch
on
her.
I'm growling. I'm trying to be intimidating.
Okay. So make an intimidation check.
Okay. Plus 3. I like that.
How the hell do I have a +4?
And I roll a fucking 1, a 4.
Jazz hands.
She is not intimidated one bit.
I can imagine she's not.
Stop.
No, please don't.
So she sees you running like this. Down the road. And
She looks over her shoulder and she's like, I can run slower.
so so after that it is Roz back at the top.
All right. Where's our, do we have a 6, or what's our longest that we have?
60 is the.
That's this?
Yeah, that's a 60.
I mean, yeah, I should be fine. So I've got 120 foot, or whatever, 120 range on my crossbow.
Okay.
So now I'm going to call my shot and try and, like, get her leg.
Okay.
Get her leg and try to slow her down. Not necessarily make her prone, just be like, hey, like,
Sweep the leg.
yes.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Yep.
Okay.
Get the leg and try to slow her down some, so that way somebody can catch her, because she's obviously fast.
Okay. So roll for hit.
Oh, that's what this is. 14.
You do not. Your called shot doesn't hit, but you do hit.
Okay.
He said, well, actually, let me double check.
Did you ever watch Karate Kid the series?
Cobra Kai?
Like the,
Yeah, that's right.
oh,
I've
Cobra
seen
Kai?
everything
Yes,
except
I have
the
not
newest
seen the
one.
last season.
I haven't seen the newest one either.
Where is it? How come
I think it's on
this is-
4. Is it on
Oh
6?
my God!
It's the last one.
How did they stretch that out into
That's
6?
a great question.
Oh, you do not hit.
I don't hit at all?
You do not hit at all.
All right, well, not my turn anymore.
Ruiz.
Chip the shit.
You don't want to move or anything?
Even, I thought me taking that like
You
me
can still
attempting.
move. No, you could still
You
move
get
if you
move,
want to.
action, bonus action,
Yep.
Oh.
and 1 free item interaction.
Is this 30 or is this 20?
I don't know what the
30.
word is. 30.
Yeah, I'll just move up. I'll try to.
30.
I'll
Put
keep.
little labels on
I'll
this
keep
now.
chasing.
I got it. We should just
You're
do
the
We
label
just need to
maker.
write down what the colors mean. We just need to remember. 'Cause
Right.
they-
Need to get a big
Change,
whiteboard or something
yeah.
over there. Red is 30, and then just have little key.
I was gonna say half the time I'm within easy range regardless, so it's like I just move over this way. So,
So that's your movement?
Yep,
Alright.
I just moved.
So now it is Ruiz's turn.
movement, 30. Action, dash, 30.
We're all running up on her.
oh,
I cast Expeditious Retreat. Move 30 feet as a bonus action.
oh,
I'm
Place
fast
yourself-
as fuck, boy!
Place
Okay.
yourself in the path. You know, turn around and like brace.
it's probably.
Impact?
I'm asking. I'm not. I don't want to do this. It's too late because you already played. Could I have used a bonus action, even though I used my action to try to take a shot? Could I? I couldn't use a bonus action then. Like my movement is the only thing I could have done.
Yes.
You
Okay.
could, like,
That answers-
bonus actions are typically conditional off of, like, feats or items. It's,
That's okay. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure that like I couldn't have moved another 30 feet with a dash. Is all I'm
Right.
saying.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I wasn't
Unless
going.
you have a spell.
I wasn't going to anyway. I just want
or
to make
like
sure.
a ring
Okay, we're good now.
sometimes.
So we got a sandwich going here.
Mm-hmm.
Or a pickle. You call it a pickle. right?
Pickle.
Sandwich. A pickle sandwich.
Loonspin is up after this.
Those pickle sandwiches from Jimmy
Alright, I'm
John's are
gonna
not
try
that good, by the
my
way.
Leg swipe, tackle, whatever.
They tried.
I don't hate
I
the
appreciate
idea.
That's
It's very much
She's
a
got enough
novelty.
distance to make that
Well,
jump?
you
Not
said
a sponsor.
You could move 50 feet from where we were last time, and I was right on you, so that's,
Okay,
that was, I did measure it out.
okay.
So we're gonna do that thing again,
Okay.
right? So it's my strength against your, whatever.
Right.
Ooh, yep, that time you get the swipe in.
Okay.
So we'll say, yeah, she trips.
Oh, knock prone.
Yep, knocked prone. So now it's her movement. She uses half of her movement to stand up and then half of her movement to run, and uses her dash as well. And so she's able to move 45 feet.
So is she able to just leap Ruiz, or she just kind of maneuvers around him?
We will say he gets, well, I don't know at this point. I would say that he gets an opportunity, an attack.
So if I would have done
opportunity.
a grapple versus a leg swipe, would that make a difference? Like if I would have said Loonsman, you know.
Yes,
wrapped
yeah,
around.
yeah, there would have been a challenge then, like
Okay.
a strength.
Just
strength
curious for
off.
next time.
Well, not only that, that reduces their speed to 0, doesn't it, a grapple?
Yep.
Oh, I should have done that, sorry.
I don't know how to
Yeah, what?
do a basic attack. I only know magic. What do I roll?
Oh, well, what are you trying to use?
I guess I'm just gonna punch. No, I can't.
Now you gotta catch up to her.
Opportunity attack. She moved past
Oh,
me.
opportunity attack. So unarmed strike is your strength modifier, I believe. No.
I mean, but the most I can do is like 1 point of damage to her.
Bitch!
Throat chop.
Right.
So I guess I don't
Judy
know.
chop.
My unarmed strike is a 5, but I don't know exactly what decides that.
I don't either.
I don't think I hit her anyway. I go for the throat chop.
You go for the throat chop. All right, roll for hit.
I rolled like a 12.
That does not hit.
I don't think I'm gonna really conquer her that way.
All right, loon spin. Is it loon spin?
No, it's been.
It should be John Yu
Yeah.
now. I
But-
think.
Oh, because it was a thief's turn. That was the attack of opportunity. Yes, John Yu's turn.
Alright, can you move?
Yep.
Okay, and then
Sorry.
my action, I am going to. Shoot her!
Shoot her.
I'm gonna go for a shot in the calf, I guess.
Okay,
Calling a shot.
calling a shot. All
Calling
right,
it,
so
I
roll for
guess.
hit.
Again, I think I'd know this shit.
Just out.
Well, no, I mean, I can easily
22?
catch up to her with another dash.
Yeah,
but I
22?
wouldn't be able to do it.
22 hits,
Yeah,
but
you're just-
22
you're
does
just
not,
faster.
Yeah,
does
you're just-
not, you don't
which-
call your shot.
May not be the worst idea.
Oh,
Get right in her path.
That does
Because
not.
you're after, right?
So you still hit.
So then if one of
So
us can
roll your
slow her
damage.
down to the point where her movement is, you could then. But that's a gamble.
Yeah.
That's a big gamble.
Stop, turn around, be like,
sick.
Hey, forgetting Sarah Marshall.
All right, so after John Yu is Hurry.
yep. Hurry's getting tired of running. That's what's happening to Hurry. Hurry is gonna move up his 40 feet. He is
I have
going
40 feet, and I only have 30 feet.
barbarian.
I'm a freaking elf, man. Like, how can you run faster than me?
I think it's a combination of half orc trait
I think he has tiger's blood.
and
There
maybe
you
tiger's
go.
blood.
A little bit of tiger's blood.
I'll try calling a shot. Chuck a javelin at her leg. Why not?
All right.
We'll keep this. We'll keep this non-lethal train rolling. And it is a natural 20.
Wow.
27. Chuck a javelin at her leg.
All right, and then you call your shot and you hit her in the leg. So roll for damage.
Get her.
So crit damage, right? Or
Crit damage.
okay. So
But does it knock her down?
2d6 plus 4 is 10, right? So automatic 10,
She has legs of spear warding.
She gets gangrene and dies.
14. No, 10, 12.
12 total.
12 total.
With the
Well, yeah, because, okay, it's 2
Oh,
plus 6
javelin
plus
isn't
4.
like
Javelin
isn't like your
a
axe
battle.
swing.
No,
So what is it?
12.
12. You
Can't
throw your
figure out a
javelin, you
net-
call your shot, you go leg, and it hits her right in the femoral artery.
Can't figure out a net, but can snipe somebody with a javelin. Cool.
And so she screams in pain,
Damn.
Just attach
drops to the ground,
Ooh.
and is
Throw it up in the wind and run right.
Is she writhing in pain?
Hemorrhaging? Okay.
So she's not prone.
I can't get to her and do anything about it. I'm out of
Yep.
movement. So,
So she's like dying. She's bleeding out.
she's bleeding out. Fucking dying here, man. Fucking dying here. Oh, that looks so rough. Don't you die on me! Don't you fucking die on me!
Are we allowed to ask this? How long do we have? Because I'm way back
Spike
here.
the audio.
You are way back then.
So, it's my turn, is it? Or is it because now she's dying and probably not
Oh
going to
no,
fight
it's
back? Or we,
after hurry. It is you. It's Rasiel's turn. Yep.
shit. Okay. Well, I'm going to. I'm gonna steal this, and I'm gonna do my dash. Just move up. Just move 30 feet. Dash an extra 30 feet. It's my turn.
Okay.
Just trying to move
After
up.
Raz is Ruis.
As I'm running, I'm shouting, guys, I think we need to, try and save her.
Movement 30. Expeditious retreat. Lasts for 10 minutes. Concentration spell. Bonus action 30.
What are you doing?
I still have my action left.
You still have your action left?
Yeah.
How did you pull that off?
So I moved 30 with my movement. I
Okay.
still have Expeditious Retreat cast as a concentration spell, which lasts up to 10 minutes. Allows me to use my bonus
So you're
action.
using your bonus action before your action?
Can you do that?
that's how it works with, rage.
Does it?
Yeah, I
Rage is your
turn my
bonus
rage-
action? Okay,
I turn
okay,
my
fair
rage
enough.
on,
Okay,
and then I-
all right.
I act.
You can use your bonus action anytime?
You can move, bonus action, action.
Okay,
And then
okay, fair enough. All right,
Whatever you do.
that works.
Grapple,
Crapple.
Does she get disadvantage if prone grapple? I will roll, wait for it. I have to do strength. I'm going to use a luck point.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I'm going to fail. No, I got a 10. That's mine. Can I use 2 portents in one go?
All important questions.
Important questions, maybe.
Once per turn, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So you have caught up to her and did what?
Roll a grapple with a strength check of 10. So now she has to meet or beat. It'll be either strength or dexterity, athletics or acrobatics. And if she doesn't pass that, movement speed is 0 until she can do another strength.
I feel like he's doing rolls for how much she's bleeding out right now. I feel like we need to hurry on
I
this.
think you might be right about that.
I feel like we should be figuring this out pretty quick. Do you have a healing potion? Maybe just throw that on her real quick.
Give it to me.
And so
I got one
if
left.
you've made a decision now at the end of the turn, I can add up the damage that she just took.
Good lord. I can only imagine that's not good. She's been dead for 5 minutes.
Well, how long do we have to make a decision on what our action
Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys do a lot of table talk, so this might be a lesson.
Oh wait, not him.
I already said grapple, dude. I rolled.
You grappled her?
Yeah, yeah.
What were you grappling? To hold it? She's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, to prevent her from going,
Grapple her wound.
pin her down with my foot.
So helpful.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Shut up! You stole my shit.
I'm not looking forward to this number.
Well, I rolled 2 natty 20s in a row.
Oh
and
my god.
That was not good for her. And then I rolled another natty 20.
Oh my god.
Type of letter.
No kidding. it's all numbers.
She dead as fuck.
Oh no.
What's her hit points at?
At negative 350.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, no, let me,
Hurry's like, my bad.
negative
Wait.
213. And so as you were jumping to grapple, your javelin strike hit her right in the femoral artery, and she only had seconds to live.
Oof.
And so as Ruis was running and crossing the battlefield trying to get there to grapple her, even as he was grappling her, she just fucking, blood is just pouring out of that wound. It tore her leg open.
Damn. We kind of suck at this non-lethal thing.
So we can all catch up to her now.
Yep. Yep.
So can, what would I need to do, like, to inspect her to see if she had any tattoos or something that would indicate if she's part of like a group or?
We'll call it a perception check.
She got an ID on her?
Well, I'm just trying to see if she's got
Right,
any
I get you.
markings or anything that would indicate that she's part of like a group of thieves or something.
We caught up, and as we got up, Rua says, "She's dead."
Perception
She's
and
dead.
stuff?
Shit.
She's laying
Perception
in the
check,
snow.
Shit.
Nope.
What'd you get?
One.
Oh, it was a natty one? Oh, all right. Yeah, you check her over and you're looking for any identifying marks or anything that would indicate she is working for a guild or a house or anything of that nature, and you don't find anything.
We roll her, I mean, can I see if I've just seen her along the caravan, or is she an unfamiliar face? Would I know enough about people?
Perception check.
Perception?
I was just say to John Hughes' credit, he's been doing a lot of
5.
security detail on the outside, so
Yeah,
he's been
absolutely.
he's been working hard.
Yeah, I
I
don't
rolled
doubt
a
that.
1 on my perception, so.
Right?
I mean,
You've been working.
all that hard work. You're like, I can't
I'm
see
like,
it right
where's
now.
she at? I don't even see her.
Where who go? 5.
You're looking this way.
What
What are you talking
You were
about?
trying to do what?
I'm trying to see if I recognize her as
Gotcha,
someone along,
that's right.
like, or if she's a stranger, if I know who she is, or
You
recognize
don't, you
her.
haven't seen her around at all, but then again, you've also been drinking a little bit at the gambling tonight, and
Can we search
Yeah.
her? Can we
we've
search
seen
her?
a lot of faces.
Search her person.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we search her person just to see what she's got on her?
Yeah, you can search her, and I'm sorry, am I boring you, Jeff? I
Not slept well.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, see, Nat 1.
Yeah, right. No, that makes total sense.
How much
John,
HP
you
damage?
does need to sleep once in a while.
How much HP damage did that doctor do to you?
Every 14 days you need to sleep.
It's a
All right,
hibernation
Spock.
period.
What is that? Every 7 years? What does Spock have to go through?
Oh, Ponfar.
On fire.
Ponfar.
It's called the Ponfar.
Nice. There you go. Nerd.
Thanks.
Do I need to roll?
Do that though.
Do I need to roll to check her pockets or anything?
No, you search her, and well, yeah. Actually, make a perception check.
15.
15. You search her person. You find your coin purse that was snatched, and so you get that back. You also find a gemstone brooch, and you find an emblem that resembles the emblem that you saw in the Chronomage's hideout.
Oh.
That eclipse of the sun, or
Did you get all that?
whatever
wrote down?
that
'Cause I don't have my
emblem
notepad
was.
with me.
Could we grab a higher up from the wagon train and see if they know her, recognize her? Like go find Thrain or someone else and ask if they know who she is?
Yeah, you can go and find.
Basically, turn her in.
Right. Yeah.
Well, just be like, hopefully this isn't like someone's relative that was just lifted shit and now we've murdered her. That's so.
You guys heard about? Guess
An
about?
accident with the
She
driver.
tripped on my spear.
Right.
Got arrows sticking out of her
Exactly.
back and-
So can I?
Now we pulled the arrow out. It's
Who
fine.
would be okay? Who would be good to discreetly go find? Thrain or we're more buddy with like Adeline or
Do we know where Trislan is? Did he disappear?
Trislan. Yeah, Trislan would be a good one too. Let's go find Trislan. Is Trislan around?
We're like a long ways away.
No, we didn't go too far.
No, you didn't get too far.
Because we were near the beer wagon, that was the escape, so.
We made it probably all of like 300 feet, 400 feet.
Long way. You ran a long way with those axes in your hand.
He's sitting there.
So-
Who do we talk to about this person?
Wait up!
So yeah,
Hold on, guys.
I had to ask you something.
I'm coming
I'll
for
go
you,
try to
dude.
find Trislan.
So you look up and down the convoy for Trislan. However, you have no idea what wagon he is in.
Okay.
What about Thrain? Should we take her to him?
Or get him. I don't want to parade a dead body up through the
Oh,
wagon
it's-
train.
it's also
You
fair.
can always just
Do we need to go get? Do we need to go get him and bring him back here?
You want to save encumbrance, just.
Take the head. This the one you know?
You want your head taken.
Alright,
I like a trophy.
I'll search for Thrain.
I sound like a psychopath.
Okay.
We'll
You know where Thrain's wagon is. I mean, he's at the front of the convoy, so you easily find him, and he's like, "What do you want?" It's the middle of the night.
Sorry, we were in the beer car last night and we're told about a thief.
She's alive.
Ah! We overheard talk of a thief who's been lifting things from the caravan. We set a trap, trapped her, but unfortunately she's dead. We're wondering if you know who she is or if it's a stranger.
That does seem to be a bit of a pickle.
Sandwich.
Thieves are not uncommon on the convoy. However, we haven't had any reports. It's probably somebody that we picked up along at that fair.
So he's out.
Not terribly worried. I mean, it's just
Okay. I just want to
What happens if we tell you she's a chrono?
just come to find out like it's Fina
Mage.
Lockwood's like,
Sister.
like, daughter.
I mean, we can go take a look.
Let's just
and-
take a look.
Right, yeah, no, I'm not
Okay.
discounting that. Let's go take a look and see.
Take a look, see.
And so you take Thrain back to the body, and you look at the body, and she was just a thief,
Okay.
and
Okay.
probably it was a very lucky shot that you got on her, judging by the
One
thread
time-
of her clothes and.
The one time I didn't throw my net, right?
Still probably.
That probably would have, yeah. No, that would have
I
killed her.
never would have rolled a 20 if I'd have thrown my net. We all know that.
That one.
It was very
Yeah.
unfortunate because I was looking forward to the conversation that was going to happen.
That is the most fucking damage that has ever been dealt. I think we have to go non-lethal from now on. Usually. Yeah, exactly.
Well, no. What we found out so far is that if we're gonna go non-lethal, we're like, guys, we're gonna do this and not kill the person or people.
We got to do this bumbling chasing after them.
We're not trying to kill you. Stop.
So she's not anyone of importance. That is good. I mean,
Yeah, Jews just, I mean, you found the emblem of the chronomage, or not necessarily the chronomage, but it's the same emblem that you saw. And I think you saw it in your dream also?
Looks familiar.
Or an inverse of it, and so...
Did we find anything else on her by
Who saw
chance
that?
I saw.
Not, I know you saw that, but who saw was it you searching the body for your stuff? So you have seen it, you haven't relayed that necessarily.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to ask that too. Was there anything else that we found that was from the other groups that were like, oh, we had this stuff stolen? Did she have something else on
You
her that
found
be
a
like,
gemstone brooch.
oh, that was, okay.
Yep.
So, like, we can be like, this was her.
Technically, everybody who was in the Neville realm saw it, because it was like the final fading image in the sky before we kind of teleported out of there as well, too, I think. Something along those lines. It
Run
should
that
be
by me again?
somewhat recognizable. As we were leaving that realm, I thought the image of the crescent eclipsed moon was projected into the sky.
Oh, no, everybody has seen it, but when he searched the body, he saw that marking, and he hasn't relayed that to you yet. So
But
you
he's
don't know
still,
he
he's
found
still
that.
familiar with that image.
Yes, yes, he knows what it is, right. And so everybody here knows what it is. He hasn't relayed yet that you've seen it, or that he has seen it.
Hey, guys, guess what I found?
check this shit out.
You will never guess what I just came across on this dead body.
Like moon shit?
So table talk, I guess. So this is going to the noobs of us. Do you want me to feed that kind of information? Because that would be, I'm hoping that's the way that I would think when I'm a player. Is I would think like, all right, what is...
No, that makes...
What's the logical course here, and then do the table talking. Without that,
I mean,
do I assume you guys had that
I
conversation?
could be overly pedantic in every single thing and be like, oh, I assist in this, I assist in this, I
Right.
assist in this as well too. I'm just going off a basic assumption that we're all kind of,
Sharing info.
yeah, as it occurs naturally, again.
Something, I was gonna say, I feel like something like that is just
I'm
like,
more
as
than
I'm
willing to
searching it,
throw
like
in
I'm relaying
yeah.
something that's...
I would say unless you make it a personal decision to conceal something.
Yeah.
We're all kind of sharing information. Unless you come across something that you were like, oh shit, I don't...
I feel like you would say that in the story, though, like as I'm searching the body, you find this, but you don't tell anybody about it.
So I
Like,
have
then it's known
point
that
A
it's
and
just
point
me.
B.
That's when he slides the post-it across and he
Yes.
goes, don't say anything.
So I have point A and point B in my head. I have, this is where we're starting, this is where I want to get.
Okay?
I don't want to tell you how we're getting there. I want you to tell me how we're getting there, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And so I don't want to feed you all of those hooks and those story stuff. I want you to have fun with it.
At the same time, I feel like I would drag down the story if I'm constantly interjecting just to gain
Okay, fair
something
enough.
which is relevant.
Well, I guess that's the balance we need to find.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we always don't necessarily know what is just, a tidbit of information and what is something that should really be paying attention to.
Absolutely.
We get fed a lot of information in one session.
Yep.
And it might be like, totally didn't...
I
realize
admittedly
that was
forgot that
important.
that was something that we had seen before until you specified it shortly after.
Sure.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. And which is why I asked. I was like, is there something else that's like notable? Like, yeah, that thing. I'm like, oh, right, okay.
So I would say
Which is-
refreshing our memories isn't a bad thing. that
Sure.
We're not
Okay.
remembering every little thing.
Fair enough.
Until we get to the point where we're like realizing like we need to be hanging on for a little more.
No, and that's exactly how discreet do we want to get with our information here is, do you want me to feed you those hooks like that or let you stumble across it?
Like when he does the search and you announce what he has found, it's my basic assumption that that's being an explanation to the entire party as long as we're within the locus of that discovery. Be like, oh, what is a strange symbol that I've just seen or something like that? Unless it's specific to them and their knowledge, and it's something like relatively concealed. So I can understand, like,
I feel like it's also based on where we're placed. So I think we need to get a little more focused on this part too.
I guess in video game terms, let's take the waxing keyword that I interjected earlier. Do you want me to treat it like Zelda, where you get that clue once, and then I never mention it again? Or do you want the World of Warcraft version where you can cancel the quest and restart the quest, and I can tell you waxing is a very key term?
I would like to be able to scroll back through the logs and be like,
That's-
beep, 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 like, yeah, okay, that's something we were talking about earlier. Not
Then
necessarily.
I need you guys to remember a lot more as well.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that comes
making a
down
lot
to
of
us.
this shit up as we go.
Good luck with that.
Right.
Okay, so,
but at the same time, too, if I'm taking notes and he's off in a beer garden, I'm 600 feet away, I can't really prompt
don't
him.
know,
Right.
yeah.
Even though I do have the information instead of all this
And so
keeping it, I'm
that's
trying to
where
do.
it's- Right, and so,
So
So then
contextually,
we just need to get deeper into the role-playing part of it. Then be like, if you're 600 feet away, then you just don't say anything.
well, I'm saying this could also turn 2 hours into me going but and at the same time
Like,
as well,
how
too,
do you-
which I want to avoid. I don't want to take away from other people's
Sure,
experiences.
sure.
How do you-
We're having an interaction with a map. I don't want to be, well, I actually know hieroglyphs, such as.
Right.
How do you want to progress your story? I guess I always thought this was, you had a story that you wanted to tell, and if we're not understanding how to move that story forward for you to tell the story, like, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
you need
absolutely.
to tell us enough to keep it going the way you want it.
And that's what I'm
go.
exactly saying. I have
Yeah.
point A and point B. I want you guys to tell me the story how I get there.
I see that,
Because I can mold the story. I don't want to feed you all of the details. Does
Do
that
we
make
want
sense?
to record this, or do we want to end the session and
Nope,
talk about
nope,
this
nope.
afterwards?
So, like,
Well, that's a good
if
point.
you were really looking forward to the conversation we were gonna have with her if she wasn't dead, why didn't you just not kill her?
Well, and that's exactly it. I mean, I was looking forward to that conversation from a random sense. I didn't actually have anything planned.
if it does or does not happen is not consequential.
yes.
But no,
Exactly.
I like that though. I do like that we had that, where all of a sudden it's like, we were going to try to talk to her. Oh shit, we killed her. Like,
What was
that is a thing that we may have had to deal with. As of
Right.
right now, we haven't, but it could happen later. So,
What was
might be
this
something
one?
later.
There's one video I watched where it was like the example was a mine cart. Do you tell them they need to get into the mine cart, or do you
Right.
just present them with the mine cart and say,
Exactly.
"There it is"?
We'll call it the minecart paradox.
The mine cart, yeah. I would like to take said
Sure,
dead
which
body
part?
and like cover it up with a bunch of rocks to conceal it, so that if someone else
Sure.
comes
Yep.
along the road, they don't. Oh, hey, that's
Hold on.
so and so.
Before you do that, does
Okay.
somebody have like at one point before I was actually going to get it and I didn't get the spell, I got something else. Is there like does somebody have like a raise, I don't know if it's called raise the dead or whatever, but can like reanimate or something?
There is such a spell, but I don't think any of us are there yet. That's a pretty advanced.
That's up to you
spell.
guys. I don't know your
From-
spell
I
book.
didn't know if you guys
I've heard
had
it's
one, that's all
spelled.
I'm saying.
From
20 warlocks,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
From what
Okay.
Harry has
I was just
heard of
curious if we had
spells.
anything where we could maybe drain some information from the person to maybe,
Like
Like
a
a
mind.
cleric
you know what I mean, like a
Specific
60-second, like, you know, who are you, what do you do, you know. But if-
I think it's 3 questions.
Oh, well, that would work
Right?
too.
Isn't that what it is?
I have no idea. I didn't know if that was even a thing. I figured it
Well,
might
it's
be.
it's in the movie, the Chris Pine.
Oh, the D&D movie?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it.
It's one of the. I mean, it's a hilarious scene.
So
Where is my pen? My pilot pen. My blue ink pen.
Bards or clerics can cast Speak with the Dead.
But I don't have the spell is the only thing, so
Oh.
that's why I asked.
That's the
It was one that when I ranked
up.
up, I was like,
you had
ooh.
the option.
Yeah, I did. I was like, man, I should take this. It probably wouldn't have been necessarily worthwhile in this case, but it still could have been like maybe a question.
And the corpse is under no obligation to be truthful if it regards you as an enemy as well.
Ah, well,
So the
that
corpse can
may
be
not have been
very
helpful
It doesn't
then.
have to be truthful.
No. This is according to
Interesting.
an AI answer thing from.
Okay, so based on the stuff that we found, are we gonna try to just seek out somebody that can give us some answers like, until we find somebody? 'Cause
We have-
obviously it's important.
We have a brooch, a
Well, that's what I mean,
brooch,
like, are we,
which
is that
might
our next
be
step is to just find
a
somebody
breadcrumb.
we want
But the
to-
brooch could have been stolen. She could have stolen it from someone.
That's true, that's true.
We could,
So you guys regroup back at the bar and you're having
Okay.
a conversation about this.
we
You
covered
saw
up the
Thrain
bit.
away. Thrain appreciated your help, and you regroup at the bar and you're having a drink, and you're all kind of shaken a little bit at how quickly that progressed.
That got out of hand.
That really got out of hand.
I killed a guy.
Could be able to sleep.
Do we
Anchor man.
do we want to see if this brooch is
You're probably
anybody's
wanted by
real
the
quick?
police. God, that's good. Yeah, I killed a guy.
Do we want to see if this?
talk to you about
Do we want to see if the brooch that we picked up is anybody's? As in, like, maybe that'll lead us to some kind of answer.
I'd say by
Maybe there's a pattern.
Or by morning, see if it belongs. This is the thing. Every time we catch a thief, we're going to be like, does this belong to you? Like, it seems like a lot of checking and asking questions.
I was waiting for
Magic,
the.
see if there's any,
I was waiting for the. Oh, somebody walks by with a mango. Like, all right,
Yeah.
well, guess we got a brooch.
Call me crazy, but I mean, like, this was just a random chance that we decided to even do this thief catching.
Yeah.
Like, should we just go on with our?
We could just call it a day and be like,
Disposed
we
of the
found
body
a
and-
thief and we call it good.
No, but I'm not spending any more time.
So,
I'm fine with that.
Make-
Where we're gonna go on the map.
make sure the thievery stops. We've taken care of the problem lethally.
And now we've got a brooch that we can sell
And
off.
now we got a brooch we can sell.
I mean, they did have the sigil of the
Coincidence, they could have
photo
stolen it.
mage. That's true. I thought they were wearing it on.
The brooch? Or the what?
The.
Oh, the sigil or whatever?
Yeah.
Or was it a piece of parchment?
I guess we could
I
clarify,
don't remember, I
but
guess.
that could indicate that maybe they're part of a larger group. Because I want to say the undead ogre that attacked the caravan was also sent from the same source, theoretically.
The necromancer?
So this is
that
just
it?
another vector of attack, of assault on the convoy itself. However minimal, you know.
It's
going
just a
around
say
more like a
fucking
signal
fucking
you
watch-
send
Just
to
to
the
sow
convoy.
discourse.
Yeah, something like that. But it could be part of a larger group.
Is this gonna distract from our overall quest? I mean,
I
is this what our
don't-
business is?
I
is
don't
to
think
track
so.
down thieves and stuff, or do we wanna go on the adventure to hire?
We've solved the problem and time.
As
to
of
move
right
on.
now, there's no more thief in the
Yeah.
area, so I'm good with that.
I think we should do that.
Until a night or two passes and nothing else gets stolen.
That's true. Yeah, I was gonna say we might have found a thief. We might not have found
Or
the
maybe,
thief.
maybe we leave, we talk to Thrain or whoever and give him the brooch and the thing and
And
say,
say,
you ask
yeah,
around
yeah.
while we're gone, we got some other shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you find something out, then you come back.
Fucking heroes.
Like, if we come back.
I actually like that, so I'm fine with that. Like
I
here,
missed a lot. What'd you guys end up on?
So I think we're going to leave, well, I think that's what we're talking about, is leaving the brooch and the emblem thing, the necro, or
the sigil or whatever.
what is that thing? What is that guy called?
Oh yes, yeah, that was the other question.
Chrono-
Is
chrono-
the thing that
emblem?
yes.
Oh, it was just like a patch or something sewn, like
Integrated
embroidered
into the clothing.
yeah.
Oh, so it was something that I noticed, but it's not
Yes.
something that I'm taking.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Well,
But the
we're-
brooch we took.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're gonna leave that information, maybe, with like Thrain and have him ask around, and we're gonna go on our original plan, where Roz wants to go, following the map.
Okay.
And if we come back, maybe Thrain had figured out, or learned some information.
Okay.
The
So
brooch
you
being
are
the-
going to start riding ahead and starting to chase down. I mean, you're going to start following the map.
Mhm.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
I'm fine with that. I like it.
Our notes though, so that we all try to.
Quickly,
Yes.
check magic on the brooch.
Oh, yeah. I guess. Okay, so well, he'll be fine with it. Before we give it to Thrain, I do a detect magic spell. and then lute sounds come out. What's the?
All right.
That's what I get back. It's just that.
Right.
It's like, what's that mean? I have no idea.
There's no magical. I mean, it's just a gemstone.
It's just a brooch.
with
Okay.
gold and silver inlay. Is that what it's called? I have no idea.
Nothing fancy, guys.
Well, I mean, it's not inexpensive, but I mean, there's no magical properties to it. If you've reached the point where some gemstones and gold and silver is not up to your standards,
No, it's not up to the. It's not the standards thing. It's just there's nothing extra fancy about it in the sense of like this might have meaning to somebody. We're
True.
gonna give it to Thrain to maybe find out,
yep,
but this is not. There's nothing further to dig into
it is valuable. It just doesn't have magical
Yes.
properties.
Gary, are you okay with the plan of asking Thrain to ask around or dig into it while we go on?
Yep, let's keep doing our thing.
Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I don't want to be a thrain in the ass, but
Hilarious.
Boo.
Well, we could take the brooch and make a necklace for this one. The agreement.
That's true.
until the person who was stolen from comes across it and be like,
Then we just give it to him.
Look at that. The ink is all run. to
give us
the
more
back.
money.
So I wonder if I can.
We were hoping we'd run into you.
Son of a beach.
Captain carrying this heavy thing around in
You need to borrow one?
No, I've got
You
it.
owe us money for that.
I just like blue ink
Give us money
and
or-
specifically these pilot pens. When they don't make them anymore.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah.
We can
So now
either
I need the
take it
ink
off
to
her
run
neck
to the
and give it
front.
to you, or you can take it off her neck. She's very hungry.
Two choices.
So Thrain
Thrain is,
Thrain
now in
is
possession
going to
of the
try
brooch.
and find the owner of the brooch
Yep.
and
We ask it as a personal favor. For
With the idea of like if there's any information you can garner out of it that may be helpful to us to track down anything further with the thief.
thief. Okay. Nope. Fair enough.
and then to ask around about what the Corona made
Yes.
and logo. I'm gonna call it logo. I don't know exactly. The logo, like if they know anything about it in relation to what it was on, it's like a patch or something.
Yeah, it was on their clothing.
Copyright.
On her clothing.
Yes. See if they know anything.
Trademark.
You're checking who? You're asking
Framed to check into it.
to look into that emblem.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we're gone.
Information gathering
Yep.
while we're away.
Perfect.
As
I
John,
love
you
it.
said, we have shit to do.
Yep. I will even quote that. We have shit to do, John Yu. Perfect. So if you would like to, we will start next time with, we'll start next time with prepping for the journey. And so
That works.
we can call it an evening.
I just thought of the best name for the last session. Crystal Balls.
Ha! Nice. Nice. I loved the Sacks of Chaos, though. I thought that was kind of fun.
That was also
Yeah.
good.
My crystal ball.
So if I wanted, this is kind of a two-part table talk thing. One, if I wanted to practice the whole disarm with the net thing that we kind of talked about, is that something I would have to do in free time, like beating the